Podcast. We love sports just like you.
Welcome to the Team Podcast, episode 016. My name is Nash, host of the Team Podcast. And to my right, I got the incomparable Wells.
Nice.
Ladies.
From the Horseplay Podcast. And to my left, the great DJ Smythe on the ones and twos.
What's going on, peeps?
What's going on, guys? Dilly.
What's up?
Well, this is a great week.
Is it?
New month.
Eagles are in the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
It's also Black History Month. And that's it. We're at a new base. Actually, we're at our new base.
New home base.
Yeah.
Took Smythe a while to set up. Even though he had all day to set up, but it just took him a while. To actually set up.
He doesn't have a job or anything. He doesn't go to work at all. He just
took him actually a job. So yeah, so we're at our new base. New base.
Cords
new studio.
everywhere.
Cords everywhere.
Starbucks everywhere.
Yep.
right. It's comfy though.
I like my Starbucks. Yeah, it's comfortable.
Comparable.
Anyway, what's going on, guys?
Who's hitting their head on the ceiling first?
That's a good question.
You always got to vote for the tallest guy.
So that would be me.
Unless I'm lying down.
What?
Okay, hey, that joke flew through both your heads.
Yes. I got a question for you guys because I heard this earlier this week. Does a straw have two holes?
You mean you heard this? This was like all over. This is viral this week.
Was it? Did it go viral? But,
Yeah,
does a straw have two holes?
this was on Part of My Take.
Oh, okay. But does a straw have two holes, Smythe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's not just one long hole? It's two holes, you're saying?
Yeah. A hole is like a entrance. Why?
Yeah, there's two entrances.
I guess there's also has to be an exit for it to be considered a hole. No, because there's an endless hole or a black hole, which have them. So yeah, two holes.
Two holes. There's two holes on a straw.
Quickly debunked.
Mind blown when I heard that question. I was like, oh, okay.
You're like,
It could be one long hole, or there's actually two holes on both sides. But if you're in a camp, it's just one hole. If you're in a camp of it's one hole. If you still cover up the one side, there's still a hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's two holes.
Two holes.
Oh.
two holes.
Oh.
All right.
Albert, two holes.
Albert, two holes.
So anyway, so we've been off for a week, 2 weeks.
Yep, a week.
We missed a week.
Missed a week. Again, technical difficulties. I was in Montreal.
That's not a technical difficulty.
I feel like that was it.
I was in Montreal,
I know.
but technical difficulties due to the fact that you guys couldn't record.
Oh, yeah.
But I was in Montreal watching the Montreal Canadiens in person. And seeing them in person, I realized they suck. They are slow. And
welcome to the podcast from October.
Yes. Welcome to the first episode.
Yeah.
When
they are so slow, and Carey Price isn't good. They are really bad.
They're just... Now, is a goalie as good as their defense? When you see Carey Price, who's arguably one of the best in the world.
It does depend.
Right.
Historically, you can look at Patrick Waugh,
Yeah.
who didn't have any defense on Montreal, but still won. He had a defense on Avalanche and won. Marty Brodeur, he always had a defense.
He had
in front of him
defense. Yeah, you could never say he
and
didn't
won.
have
So
defense.
I guess it depends. It depends. But Carey Price is he's not good. He's just not good now. And he could have an off year. Like everyone has an off year.
Yeah.
He could be having an off year.
He's also hurt.
Yeah, that might be it too.
He's hurt.
Maybe perma hurt.
Perma hurt?
He was hurt last year. I don't know if he's
I
hurt
think
this year.
you have a bad injury and you don't recover from it, and it's always nagging.
Oh, okay.
Perma hurt.
Perma hurt. Is it, I think
Trademark.
I was gonna say you just came up with a
We've
new
now
one.
made up something. I guess that works.
Well, what'd you guys get up to in the last week that we weren't on air?
I was moving. It's basically all I did. I hate moving, and it's probably one of the worst experiences ever. I don't know if people do it like 2, 3, 4 times in a lifetime. Like, forget. If you don't have to move, I recommend you don't move, and that's it, really.
Wells.
What's up?
What did you get up to in the last 2 weeks?
That's none of your business, man.
All right. Okay. Well,
No, I was playing Fortnite. Playing some Call of Duty.
Ran some
I
fort.
can just see you're just there in the room.
Yo,
Your
let
roommate
me
just
tell you a story, okay?
Your roommate just peeks in. It's like, are you gonna?
Friday, not this Friday, but like last. What was it last Friday? I don't know. One Friday.
It's a night.
I was playing Fortnite late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm talking like 2, 3 o'clock at night.
Oh Lord!
And I switched to squad.
It's not
mode.
night anymore.
I couldn't get anything going, so I switched to squad mode.
I heard about that. You guys see, this is one thing you guys left out.
I'm not done my story, man.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to say something real quick.
You can get in there.
All right, go on.
But I was doing the squad mode because I couldn't carry myself, so I want someone to carry me. So I hop in, and it's 3 friends who are all 12 years old, and they're from Oklahoma.
Nice.
And we've been playing Fortnite like almost every night since. So my best friends right now are 12 years old.
I will say, video games do bring people together.
It brings out the racism in everybody.
Right.
Whoa.
Well,
It's
that's
true.
I've never heard the N word being used by so many white people in my life when you go online.
Call of Duty. Oh, man.
it is the worst community in the history of the universe. The internet video gaming. By far.
Yeah, I didn't know. You guys, see, that was something you guys left out when you guys were explaining to me last week. I didn't know you can team up in that game. I thought it was just, solo.
You can do duo or squad or solo.
Squad up. Gang. You guys want to talk some sports this week?
Yeah, let's get to sports. I guess we'll get there. Sports.
So a lot of things we missed this week over the last 2 weeks. So apparently the XFL is back.
Is anyone else excited for this except for me?
No. So the XFL is back. Vince McMahon basically had a press conference. Great timing, though. Great timing. The week before Super Bowl, knowing that there's basically nothing going on in sports that week, so everyone was talking about it. He didn't really lay out a plan. He just said that they're coming back in 2020, I believe it is.
Yeah, it's giving himself 2 years to get it together, and their goal is to have football while the NFL is not on. So it's not competitive.
Yeah, so when they start in 2020, they'll start in February.
Right.
Yeah, they did this already.
Yeah,
And they'll go through the summer until.
but this time he's going to actually try to have good football, quote unquote good football. Because remember the last time, all I remember is the first week of that football. Remember when those 2 guys, they didn't have a coin flip. There was 2 guys had to run for the ball.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's the only thing I remember from that.
And
I
that
watched the
was
first
it.
game, and that was it. This thing seems wrought with problems and issues. What do you think, Wells? What do you think about this? Good idea, bad idea?
I don't know why it's
You watched the first game?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, do you guys watch CFL?
Occasionally. If it's on and I'm just sitting
This
there.
is going to be
occasionally.
less than CFL.
Yes, it will.
So,
And
like,
I don't see a problem. A lot of players don't make the NFL. If you give those guys $100,000 instead of them
they're not
working
gonna
at
get
their
100.
local grocery store,
They're not going to get 100 grand.
why not?
they won't start making money until the league starts making money.
So
And the teams start making money. They haven't announced how many teams there's going to be.
He said he wanted 8.
Yeah, but he hasn't
I thought it was
announced
10.
where. He hasn't announced
no,
where.
not where. But he said he wanted to start with 10 teams, I think. But he hasn't announced where.
But major,
I don't know,
mid-major
man.
markets.
Like,
No, you
it's
But that's what he wants to do. I'm not. If he can or can't is another thing.
Look,
That's what he
he
said.
tried this before.
Yes.
And the rules were different, and I don't know. I feel like it should have gotten another 2 or 3 seasons to let it last, but
NBC dropped out. That's why.
yeah.
Because NBC didn't want it anymore.
But Vince McMahon must be tight with someone at NBC because they picked it up again, from what I hear. Because that's where the games would be shown.
What do you mean on XFL?
Yeah.
Sorry, say it.
They're
You
going
said-
back. They're going to NBC
No,
again.
no one's picked it up. Nobody's picked it
I
up.
haven't heard about any teams.
He has no plan.
I haven't heard about anybody picking it up. I haven't heard jack
Now,
shit.
the only thing I could say is because WWE is up in 2019, I believe it is. So
What do you mean
if
it's up?
the TV contract.
Oh, with,
Sci-fi.
With
no,
USA.
USA. USA, yeah.
So the only maybe if whoever's going to pick them up, which I heard is Fox, will you say, hey,
But it's not.
can you pick up the
No.
XFL too?
They're separate entities. He's not.
It is.
He's not joining WWE with XFL because
No.
he already tried that once.
He created a new company for
It's,
this.
yeah, it's its own thing. It's not nothing to do with wrestling. He's not going to bring in Jim Ross to commentate again. He's not going to do the crazy I don't know, like remember like in that era it was like
Oh, he's
it
trying
was
to go
like the
extreme.
Raw
Yeah, attitude era.
Yeah, so it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be like a package deal like WWE. Okay, you get XFL as well. I don't think it's going to work like that. Although I mean, like if he's going to cut down on one meeting, you could try and kill.
Well,
two
he's
with
saying.
one, so-
Well, also he's saying all these players they basically have to be bonded, no criminal records.
Why though? I don't understand that.
I don't
He's
understand
really
either.
gory for. He wants to really last this time.
I think he's going against everything that people complain about the NFL.
That's what he
I
wants
think
to
he's
push.
going
Yeah.
the opposite.
He has
But
a
he's going
passion.
too extreme, in my opinion. But
Well, so the Arena Football League has been running for how long?
that's completely different. It's smaller, lesser players.
Wildly popular,
I don't know if it's wildly popular, but
successful.
I mean, it has its niche
Yeah.
markets.
yeah,
Right.
it's his niche. It's like lacrosse here.
All you got to
Sure.
do is target that. If the XFL could become
He
what
doesn't want that.
the Arena, what does he want? He wants the NFL.
No, he wants viewership. Why make this huge announcement? He
Well, I
wants
mean-
viewership.
I think people watch the AFL. People watch that Arena Football League.
I mean, you want to make money. It's gonna be a business first
Yeah.
and foremost, right?
Like he took out $100 million. He took out $100 million in shares
It's not a lot of money.
for himself. That's what I'm saying. It's not a lot of money. So if you split that up between 10 teams,
10 million each.
$10 million each. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of money for.
That's why I said you pay him $100
You have
grand.
to staff up the teams.
Yeah,
Like you know how big an organization runs.
Yeah.
GMs, all kind of staff, medical, blah blah blah. Now split that up. Now how much money is going to be left for the players? He's
yeah.
going to need partners. He's going to need more money.
And I think he knows where to find it. He's a rich white man in America. There's no like right. But yeah, I
Should
think,
the NFL be worried though, Spike?
no.
No.
I think the
Well, why
AFL
would
should
you
be worried.
Why would the NFL worry? It's not during their time frame.
Yeah.
No, you can't cross. Like players will be playing in NFL and they won't play in XFL. There's nothing to affect the NFL at all. I don't think.
No,
Yeah.
the
I
only-
think it's finding those cities will be.
will be
difficult.
tough.
It'll be tough.
I think he's going to make a mistake and try to go into New York, Philadelphia, Los Angeles.
And stadia too, and finding the stadia.
Yeah,
The
but you
things.
can play in like I think if you make it smaller, like I'm thinking arena football here.
Yeah,
The stadiums aren't as big. You could play in like the ACC if it was in Toronto, or you could play in like the smaller arenas.
Why would you? But then that's just an arena football league.
Right.
he wants a football league, not an arena football league.
Yeah, I guess so. But you can have a successful arena football league. I think a football league it might be tough.
Now people have tried, like they've tried, what is it, 3 times now with trying to create another football league. I don't know if America wants more football. I don't know.
You don't need it, man. That's why we like football so much. Is it's only 4 months, right? Like 4 or 5 months, and we wait for it for the next 7.
Yeah,
And then it comes, and then it goes.
Yeah.
Why do we need? I mean, we also got college football. You know, but like
it's a lot of football.
It's a lot of football.
It's a lot of football.
We have our leagues, and that's it, basically.
You have your leagues, you have your fan bases. Like,
so I can't get hyped for this. Like I seen it once, gave it a shot. If it stayed, it stayed. I would have watched every now and then. But like, it's just not. The NFL is the best at what it is, right? It's you know what I mean. It's not like people are jumping ship from the NFL to start a new league. That's the best where the best players are. You know, we watch the sports with the best players in them.
I don't know if that's 100%
MLS.
true.
Remember MLS?
I was getting to that. I'm just saying, it's like a lot of people here in Toronto would rather watch Premiership. Obviously, like they don't. I mean, obviously they care for their local team, but like we want to watch the best sports. I'm not going to settle for something second rate.
Like MLS is okay, and it makes its money here. But truthfully, and again, I talk to a lot of people, like especially if you go to Woodbridge and Italians and stuff like that love their soccer. Hey, they love their soccer, and you know it's true. They sit around. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Sunday morning when
Saturday.
the premiere stuff
Saturday
like that.
morning they
Yeah,
play.
that's what they watch. They don't watch MLS.
Right.
Everybody's watching the bigger leagues. Either it's because it is the bigger league and I'm going to watch it,
No, it's
or
the
it's
better
because the better people
No,
are
the
there.
best players play there. But I'm saying though,
But then
MLS
why do we watch college?
MLS still made their because
What do you mean?
Because you're looking for the next professional
Yeah.
players.
But they're not the best players.
They're not,
It's
but-
not. It's
but
not.
the-
It's not the best players. It's not a collection of the best.
But the
players. We still
potential
watch
best
college
players
here.
will play there. We don't say we don't compete. We say, hey,
Also, that's-
look,
that's-
watching guys come up to
That's
become
a different breed.
right
Those people are playing not for money,
Yeah.
right? Like
because
they're
they
playing-
won't pay
Is
them.
that the appeal of the college? Because they're not playing for quote unquote money,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
You have people who will never make the NFL, and so
Yeah.
they know that this is their last.
This is their stop.
This is it. They're not going to play.
Well, let
anymore.
me ask you this, Wells. So because you know that probably Vince McMahon's not probably gonna have a rule where you have to stay in college for 2 years. Now, if he's grabbing younger guys, paying them because they don't have to go to college,
That's
would that
interesting, yeah. See,
would that
would
appeal?
now that would interest me.
Would that appeal to you?
But
Like you're saying that
I
younger
don't
guys.
think that's going to happen.
And well, you know what?
Because
Well, I think
there's
it's
probably going to
Same
be
thing
an
as the
NFL
LeVar
rule.
Ball League.
Yeah, there's probably going to be an NFL rule where like you have to have 2 years of education, or else you cannot play in the NFL.
And that's all they have to do. That would stamp the hell out of any league.
And then that would smash.
That no, I don't think I can do that because people would be really upset about the NFL, and then they might push it to
Why
this.
though?
Because if you're saying you have to go to school to play in our league for 2 years,
well, you have to do that now.
No,
to be eligible for their draft, you don't have to.
And the thing
it's
about
like the NBA rules.
Thing about football though, like no one gets drafted that doesn't play college in that league, right? That one rugby player got drafted. Remember that?
The guy for the San Fran 49ers.
That didn't work. So
no, but there are rugby players in the league. They do play.
No, but like there was an actual rugby player who didn't have any.
He didn't go to football. He didn't.
And he
play.
tried to be a running back.
Yeah, but see that no. Sorry, I mean I'm going to the rule though. You don't have like there's other venues you can come.
From anywhere, yes,
to come to the league.
It's just it never really happens.
Yeah. Same with the NBA. Like you can go to Europe.
NBA though they take Europeans all the time.
Yeah, you can go to Europe and still play. Like you don't.
Well, they don't.
But now if you're going to make a rule that you have to go to college, then you're going to that might not work completely.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to your like saying if I get some younger college guys or coming out of high school. Come to the XFL. Would you watch that, Spike? Like, would you watch those guys?
Yeah, man. Just like we talked about the Big Baller League. If the top players are going to go play there, I'm going to watch.
Yeah,
of course.
Or at least take a peek at it.
I think really the power is with the players. If the top players want to go play in the XFL instead of going to college, people are going to watch the XFL. You want to see that next superstar play, right? The top prospects are discovered from high school. The top prospects aren't discovered in college, right? Yeah. So if the prospects all go play in the XFL. The scouts have to go. Yep. The contract, the TV has to go, and the people have to go. Right? It's a simple.
That's if you can get enough.
Well, and that's where the problem is. That's where the trouble is.
Because then you can set up like an MLS because in MLS teams there's like the pay structure is kind of you'll have a guy making what $100,000 dollars sitting beside a guy who's making $5 million. Yeah. Just because they wanted to get that player, so they attract him with the money. You can have the same thing in XFL.
Yeah.
Hey, high school guy, I know you're a really top prospect. Here's $100,000.
Come play.
Come play in our league. You're
or
not
play for free in the other league.
And then in 2 years, you can go to the NFL.
And a lot of kids will go, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And think of this. That's two sports that disruptive, like someone trying to disrupt the process. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, so if you think of it that way, I think there's a changing of the guard underway.
If you can get it that way.
Yeah.
If. You know what I'm saying?
We can do it with baseball after, too?
Baseball's different.
Is it?
Yeah, baseball's really different.
What do you mean though?
As far as where they come from and stuff like that. Are you saying like open up another league in baseball?
Well, baseball could have a guy just start up a league and try to take top prospects and bring them over and pay them. Like
they have like leagues like that though.
Yeah, I guess
they have like Cape Cod League and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's so many leagues. Baseball has so many leagues. Actually, they have a lot.
Well,
of leagues.
In baseball, going to university and playing baseball is like the second rate thing, right? Your top prospects, they go and they make money before they get drafted to the majors. Isn't that how that works then?
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of college. There are college guys, but it's not like the main pipeline to MLB.
What college?
Yeah, college.
Well, a lot of players will commit to college and get drafted as high schoolers. That's why, like, if you look at like all the best players in MLB. A lot of them were drafted out of high school and didn't sign because they went to college, right? Like the Jays drafted Chris Bryant in like the 49th round of a draft, but they knew that he was going to college. Right?
Yeah.
So like Bryce Harper came out of high school.
Yep.
But like what you get is when you get someone out of college, it's like they're almost already fine tuned. So
same thing with hockey. There's a lot of leagues too.
Yeah, hockey does it often too.
Hockey, you don't even have to have a high school education.
No.
To play in NHL.
And now, so do you think that those two markets are what's driving the NBA and the NFL to try to take a route that way? Because in those two leagues, if you're good, they groom you to play right from your kid. In Europe, if you're a good soccer player, you're 13 years old. They're telling you, high school, why? Why are you going there?
Yeah.
There's 50 million.
For some reason, baseball and hockey, more so baseball than anything, it's like they want you to be older before they actually put you in the league.
Well, yeah, they want you to be mature. They want you to not mess up. They want you to be like...
Baseball's one of the...
it takes so long to get to the league.
It does. Yeah, you don't see very...
Unless you're Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, or Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
You don't see many teenagers in the
Prodigies.
game. But like it's all because it's a very in-your-head type of game. It's a game where if you are 30% right, you are one of the
all-star.
best.
You were an all-star.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
you're an
mental.
all-star.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, like your hand-eye coordination is has to be amazing, right? So that may not come until you're older.
That makes sense.
I don't know if I totally agree with all that stuff with baseball, but maybe we could have another conversation.
Mean?
But like, I think you could probably put a lot more younger people actually in the league, and they probably would succeed.
You know what?
It's an old school thinking. It's like, oh, you can't play because we did. This is the way we've done it before. This is the way we're going to do it now.
The thing about baseball is, if you look at the playoffs and the deeper the rounds and the World Series, those guys are veterans.
Oh, 100%.
It's hard for the young guy to take his team to the World Series.
It's one of the most mental games because you play 162 games a year.
Maybe golf is
you have so many. Yeah, sure. Maybe. That's more on yourself, though. It's on a team.
Yeah.
But this is one of the most mental games, and it's you have to be mature. Mm-hmm. Not saying that 19-year-old can't be mature.
Yeah.
But like, it's. Yeah, and also if like you come in up as a 19-year-old and you've only been known as the best in the world at what you do, and you come in and you suck for, a year or two, that weighs on you. That clouds your head.
That's every sport, though. That's every.
No, I know. I'm just saying, because baseball, like, if there's so much pressure too, right? I mean, that's any sport too as well.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so you guys will probably maybe watch the first game in the XFL if it even gets off the ground. If it even gets off the ground, because he still needs a network to. As
it's on TV, I'll watch it.
He's still, and that's another thing, getting a network because. Yeah,
but I'm gonna call.
Do you think any of the networks want to anger? Because all the major networks are in bed with the NFL. Do you think they want to anger?
I'm gonna call Vince McMahon and NBC. I think he's tight with someone there, and I think they take it.
He was. No, he was.
I think
Dick Ebersol. Because the reason why they got
started
NBC,
XFL in the first place.
Yeah, the reason they got off NBC is because NBC lost AFC at the time, and then that's why he picked up the XFL. But now NBC has a contract with the NFL type thing right now. So is he going to anger? Are they going to anger NFL?
I don't think the NFL thinks it's competition, to be honest with you. But
they'll watch it because you always got to think of a company coming just like Nike and Under Armour. Do you think Nike's scared of Under Armour? No, but they're looking out. They're looking. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
To be honest, the XFL might be the disruptor that the big baller league is supposed to be in the NBA. And then it makes a lot of sense. Then it's easy for people to watch it. You just need 2 or 3 top prospects to go there. You pay them $100,000.
I think only one XFL player made it to the NFL? Tommy Maddox.
Is it just one? I want to say there was more, but I have no idea.
You can have that.
I have no idea. Anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about this XFL?
No, I think we're done with that.
Good. NBA.
Yay.
We are in full peak drama right now at the NBA. It is fantastic. Fantastic. Drama going left and right. Let's start off with the...
You love this.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
It is.
They're such divas. It's so amazing.
I told you guys this, man.
We knew this. We knew this. The NBA is a league where off the court, most of the time, or sometimes, is more exciting than on the court. Let's start off with the NBA All-Star selection, which was not televised, which was completely gutless by the NBA.
And they didn't tell the order, right?
And they didn't tell the order. Jackie McMullen knows the order. Oh, shoot, I should look that up. Damn it. Jackie McMullen knows the order of the actual, she reported it, the actual voted in stars. She knows that order.
What a snitch.
Yeah, she knows that order. But the actual other players, which was more
reserves?
But the reserves.
No, that's what I want to know is who's the last pick.
That's basically what everyone wants to know. Who was the last pick? But a lot of injuries, though. But anyway, the NBA All-Star Game, they basically take the best part of it. I don't know why they had it so early, too, anyway.
What?
Like, why is it done? Was it like a month in advance?
What do you mean?
Because the All-Star Game's not for another 2-3 weeks?
I thought it was next weekend.
No, the weekend after. It's Family Day weekend.
Yeah. So they had it. They had the teams already selected for like 3 weeks, a month.
Well, I mean, it's good to know what you're doing.
I guess. What, are they gonna go practice?
I don't know.
I don't know why they.
Well, you can make your plans.
I guess. I would have loved to had hockey, maybe the Thursday or before, have everyone sit there and just have selections. That would have been great.
I thought that's what they were gonna do.
Nah, so boring. So
what? They got on a phone and
Yeah, they got on a conference call and made their teams. This is Steph Curry and LeBron. Then LeBron's like, "Oh, we should have televised this." Like, yeah, thanks. But NBA players are very sensitive and they don't want to get their feelings hurt.
I mean, I understand.
Do you?
Yeah, they're friends. That's what it comes down to. These people care about how other people feel about them.
They do. They do. NBA players seem to be so sensitive.
Yeah, and if you do, then like, is it worth it for you to have some all-star whatever thing ruin a friendship potentially?
Oh my god,
no.
Well, you know how it's going to happen. It's like if LeBron selects, which he did, he selected Kyrie Irving. So LeBron selects Kyrie Irving. You know Stephen A. Smith or whoever or Skip Bayless or whatever, they're going to be like, you picked him because you didn't want the drama and you didn't want us to talk about it. If he doesn't pick him, you picked him because you got beef and you guys are angry and stuff like that. It's like they can't win type thing. Right?
Yeah, so he doesn't need that. And I understand.
And whoever gets picked last, it's going to be all like, he didn't get picked last because he doesn't like him. He doesn't think he can win. Imagine it was Kevin Love.
Based on the starters, who do you think got picked last?
Wait, on the starters?
Based on the starters, who do you think got picked last?
If you want to Google...
All the starters?
Yeah, the starters. Who do you think got
the
picked
starters
last?
went first and then the reserves went.
Oh.
You can actually Google the order.
Joel Embiid, probably.
I don't know. Google the order because Jackie McMullen actually, she tweeted it out. Jackie McMullen NBA All-Star order. But anyway, a lot of reserves. So you got Paul George replacing Cousins because he's out for the rest of the season.
He's done. It's a torn Achilles. It's a horrible injury, actually.
Andre Drummond replaced John Wall. He's out 3 to 6 weeks, I think.
What? How do you replace a guard with a forward?
They don't care.
It's the next All-Star.
They don't care. Gordon Dragic just replaced...
Next All-Star, they have a list?
Yeah.
Dragic's just replaced Kevin Love.
It's a commissioner who picks whoever is...
Kevin Love was in the All-Star game?
Yes.
Of course he was.
Of course he was. And Gordon Dragic replaced Kevin Love, who's up 3-6 weeks. Yeah, of course Kevin Love's
there's more coming.
Probably.
Kyle Lowry's probably going to get pulled out.
Was he already getting too?
Because he's a little bitch.
Who?
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. What do you think? He just want to play? Come on. It's the All-Star game.
He's always hurt.
They don't do anything in the All-Star game. Oh, you think an injury's coming for him? Yeah. But anyway.
It's coming. Did they announce who's in the dunk contest?
No.
Yeah, they did.
No, they haven't done.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
Who?
Victor Oladipo, Aaron Gordon, Smith Jr. from Dallas, and...
I'll let you look at him.
Some other dude.
Oh, okay. I guess I missed that. I'm not going to watch that. I don't care about that. It's 3-point competition I care about. Steph Curry's not going to be in it.
No, Clay's in it, though.
Clay's still in it, though. Clay's a better 3-point shooter anyway.
In that
I don't know if the stats say that, though.
In a standstill setting, I think he is.
I thought Clay was all about catch and release.
He is. Which competition is perfect for him? Moving on.
Larry Nance Jr. is the other dunk off guy.
Okay.
The 3-point shootout's also.
He's gonna dunk over his dad.
These guys can dunk. It's just they're not big names. They're like
that's fine.
The big names don't want to go. The big names don't want to go.
They don't want to get embarrassed by missing dunks. Yeah. Do you want to know the 3-point contest?
Sure.
Eric Gordon is defending.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry.
What?
Paul George.
What? Kyle Lowry?
Yeah, he's one of the
Kyle
best 3-point shooters.
One of the better 3-point shooters in the game. You really hate him, don't you? He shoots like 40%.
Yeah, he shoots it at 38%, man.
You really hate this guy, eh?
Wayne Ellington.
I'm sorry. You know what? We were just watching the end of this game. Look. Misses a free throw. You need to hit both to tie the game, and he missed a free throw.
What does that have to do with 3-point shooting?
Well, you can't hit a free throw. How do you hit a 3-point?
I mean, he upset me today the way he played, but he's still one of the better shooters in the NBA.
Garbage.
He's one of the better point guards in the East. Anyway, go on.
Wayne Ellington, Miami.
Yeah.
He shoots 40%.
Yeah, he's good.
Klay Thompson, 45%. Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's good.
Devin Booker, 38.3%. Tobias Harris, 40%, who now plays in the Clippers.
Yeah.
And Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal?
37%. Yeah.
Bradley Beal's probably the better player on the Wizards.
Yeah, I think Bradley Beal is probably going to win. But
anyway, anything else you guys want to talk about the All-Star game? Not really. Moving on. Some more drama. So let's talk about the Cavs.
Why?
All right, so...
Yeah. Okay, Stephen A., let's go.
2 weeks ago...
do you want the week in review in the Cavs locker room?
2 weeks ago...
Yeah, give us the update.
LeBron James scored 30,000 points, and then he congratulated himself on IG. That was classic.
Because no one else congratulated him?
The thing is, he congratulated himself before he actually did it. It was posted before the game, so...
He was like, congratulations to me.
He congratulated his younger self. He congratulated,
I saw the picture.
He congratulated younger LeBron on the feat that he used to reach. And yeah, stay humble. Sheesh.
But I do that though. If I did that, if I scored 30,000 points in the NBA,
for sure, man.
I'd probably have yourself.
I'd probably have a parade for myself. I would. You know what? It's a great accomplishment, and he did it, and he's still in his peak. He can still play, I think, 3 or 4 more years.
You know what's fascinating? LeBron is a very fascinating case because this is LeBron James is actually 100% media created. From he was 18, he's been told by the media, "You're the best. You're the best." You're the
18.
Best.
I thought, yeah, before.
Probably
You watched him play in high school. Yeah,
you're the best.
Yeah, they
you're
were
the best.
televising his games.
yeah.
The media has created LeBron James, and now he's this way, and they wonder why. He's like, "Oh, why is he like this? Because you created this."
What do you mean he thinks he's great? You can't do that.
Like this guy's going around telling people. Remember last year? He's like, "I'm the greatest player in the world." Like, who does that? LeBron James.
I don't doubt it at all.
When you're the best, you're the best.
But if you ask Wayne Gretzky the same question, he'll be like, "Well, I don't know if I'm the best. Whatever, blah blah." You know, there's like two different entities created. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see Gretzky try to play hockey last year?
No, I missed that.
Oh my god, it was so embarrassing.
The guy's like 50 something.
It's like he can't even skate. Did you see Massier play?
Yeah, it's...
I'm just saying, Massier had 2 goals, looked awesome.
Look, man.
You know what's probably funny? I guarantee you, Wayne Gretzky at 50 years old, laces up right now. He'll skate rings around your spite like no problem.
He is Wayne Gretzky after all. But I'm saying he got on the ice with other NHLers.
He doesn't need to prove anything, man.
No, he said he won't play in any more of those games because he's so embarrassed at how bad
He
he
doesn't need
skates.
to do anything anymore. He played enough games and schooled enough people in his lifetime.
I feel like at 50, you still have to be other 50-year-olds if you're the greatest ever.
You probably could.
Anyway,
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Then they should start with a 50-year-old NHL.
I would watch.
A seniors league.
You would not watch.
Maybe. Okay,
You
back
would
to
not watch.
LeBron.
Anyway, Kevin Love versus the Cavs. This is hilarious.
That was rough.
He came out of the game saying he was sick, and then the rest of the team called him out. Now he's out 3 to 6 weeks with a hand injury.
Do you know who led the mob?
Oh, Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah, his friend. Isn't that crazy?
But this is hilarious now. Now, because of now, if you follow the logic of the Cavs, they're blaming Kevin Love for the losing and stuff like that. Now he's out 3 to 6 weeks, so they should flourish now. They should win the East by their logic. Since he was a problem, now he's out.
Now it should be great.
Now it should be everything should be sunshine. Everything should be sunshine. And another thing is Isaiah taking bad shots. Apparently, that was leaked to the media and stuff like that.
But he does take bad shots. He's always taking bad shots.
Team members don't
He
like.
just made them before, right? And now he doesn't have his legs under him yet. He won't be hitting them. But like these guys got beat by Detroit after the trade.
Yeah.
So they lost the players they gave up for Griffin and company, and they didn't have Griffin and company, and they just got skunked. I think 129 points they let out something.
Yep.
So why don't they fire their coach?
They probably should.
Because LeBron hasn't told them to yet.
Yeah, because they were in first in their conference, and they fired what's his name, Blatt.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Blatt.
Here's the thing, though. They're third in their conference right now, and all hands are on the panic button. Isn't that crazy? If you're not number 1 in your conference, there is massive
But they
issues
weren't
with
number 1
Cleveland.
last year.
They weren't. They made the cup fine.
Right?
This year does feel different to me, but we'll see. We'll see. They seem vulnerable. I think this Kevin Love thing will hurt them. We'll see.
And then they finish like 5th. Like, what? Who cares?
If they finish 5th, that might hurt.
They can't
Maybe.
play bad enough to not make the playoffs.
No.
Not a LeBron James team.
No.
And
They'll make the
then,
playoffs for sure.
who can beat a LeBron James team 4 out of 7 games?
Well, if they were 6 or 5 and they had to go through better teams now. So if they had to go through a Raptors and go through a
smoke the
Celtics.
Raptors.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, think of the teams you're saying right now and think of what happened last year.
That was last year, though. This year's
It doesn't
better.
matter.
Well, Kyrie Irving wasn't on Celtics last year.
It's true. Celtics are looking a good team. The playoffs
Celtics
are going
better.
to start, though, and guess what?
This Raptor team seems better. We'll see what happens.
Will
in
the
the playoffs.
Celtics get Gordon Hayward back?
There's
I saw him practicing.
Yes,
He should
some
not.
people are saying
He
yes,
should not come back this year.
but a lot of people are saying just shut him down. Who cares? Like it's just 1 year. If you can play,
Just
play.
1 year.
Yeah, if you can play, play.
See how
That's
much
that's
he's
my
getting
motto.
paid?
If you can play, play. Even if
wants-
you're coming off the bench.
He's got to want to play.
Yeah.
I'd want to play if I were him. It's just, should you actually be playing?
Imagine how better that team gets with him in the lineup.
Do you
Because
think
who
they
knows,
get better?
what's going to happen next year? Like, say, okay, you got this team right now. You can play at the end of the year. What happens if next year Kyrie Irving goes down for the rest of the year?
Yeah, then
Like,
you just wasted.
You never know what's going to happen.
It's true. You go
that's
for
why
it.
I would say if you can play, play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, that's fun. We got Kawhi Leonard beefing with the Spurs, which is kind of weird.
You think he just wants to play, and that's what the problem is?
I think they don't know what's wrong with him, and it's frustrating. because he's hurt and it's continuing. And the doctors told him, yeah, you're going to be back by this certain amount of time, and then it didn't happen, and then now it's frustrating. Apparently, it's his uncle that's leading the charge of this whole beef with the Spurs. So.
You know what I hate? Is he getting paid? He is.
Guaranteed contract.
Do what the team says, right? If the team's like you can't play, what are you fighting? Are you trying?
His
like,
uncle
is like a supermax contract on the line? Like, what's the issue here?
Yeah, because he re-up, didn't he? Did he re-up already?
I feel like he already did.
Yeah, I think he re-up.
So,
and again, panic button. The Spurs are third in the conference.
Yeah,
but,
same
but everyone's
concept.
smashing the panic button.
But no, Pop isn't panicking.
Nope, he's
that
not.
got even.
I'm sure he wants him back. But
He
he's not
hasn't
panicking.
muttered the word trade. He's just fine the team he has.
Yeah. Well, that's the rumors around Kawhi, like trade. But again, these are just rumors and stuff like that. Jason Kidd gets fired. That was hilarious.
Is it hilarious because you called it?
Well, I seen it coming, but it was just funny. And then Giannis went up to the front office and basically begged, "Don't fire him because I like the guy," and stuff like that. Weird timing because they fired him after. Was it after a game or no? Before they were going to have the game that same day. They fired him. So very weird timing.
It was a nice time to fire him too. They fired him on an easy schedule.
Time to go. It's time to go.
And they've won now 5 in a row.
Yeah.
With the new
They're
coach.
getting pumped right now.
But they play. Oh,
So apparently
this is their first team over 500 they playing.
So apparently the assistant coach was holding out on Jason Kidd, because he had all the answers. He's like, "Nope, I'm not going to do it until I actually head coach."
I'm not going to give it to you. That's what he can say now because he's winning. Now that he has the
That
team,
he's winning.
You see, I think it's all like garbage.
Kobe Bryant gets an Oscar nomination. Just
what?
one. So he wrote. Was it a poem? I think it was.
Some
Dear Basketball, and then
like-
he made a short animated movie.
Oh, nice.
like stop
So
it.
I haven't
Kobe
watched it yet,
Bryant.
but I think I'm gonna watch
Stop it.
Hey, that's more. Hey, that's great for them, man. Like, hey, spread your wings, man. That's what you gotta love about the NBA.
Do it
Spread
for
your
the
wings.
gram.
You're doing a
wrong
lot of
with that?
things. Nothing wrong with that. This is the funny one for me this week. Kevin Durant has beef with Clint Capella, the center of the Rockets, or forward of the Rockets.
First of all, we knew who he was.
I'm not talking to you.
That's a really big statement to say. Man.
There are thousands of people listening, so I'm talking to them. You know who Clint Capella is. Anyway. So,
Why would you say that? We know who he is. As he takes a sip from his latte.
so,
That was really Becky of you.
so,
That was
I'm gonna take a different sip, man.
Yeah.
my Starbucks.
My Starbucks. So Clint Capella was talking ish to Kevin Durant, and then Kevin Durant took onus with that, saying that, hey, you're not the superstar of the team, and you don't have to answer for the words that you're speaking. All the superstars, like the Chris Pauls and the Hardens of the world, have to answer for what you're saying. So
Why?
basically, Kevin Durant is mad that Clint Capella had to team up with some superstars and that are winning, and yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know what. I'm confused. What's the problem here? Durant
this
has
is-
it. What? I don't understand. What
He has
Durant-
beef with Clint Capella because Clint Capella's talking shit about
So
him.
he's supposed to get Chris Paul and James Harden to say stuff to him.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Shut up, man.
That's the whole thing. He's like,
Shut up.
Clint Capella's talking. He's talking smack, and he's not the one who has to answer because Harden and
Answer
Chris
for
Paul
what?
have to say all his smack talk. So
I don't understand.
Oh, because you can't make up for the. But here's the thing:
yeah,
Clint Capella's a great player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
he's a good player. He's not a great player. He's a good player.
He's still a good player.
On that Houston Rockets team, without him,
It's
they're
not
not
like
a great
AC
team.
Earl going up to
No.
Kevin Durant
Right?
and saying crap.
I don't know if I was Capella, I'd punch him in the face for starting. Like,
Yeah, knock
Get
his
out.
gangly ass over,
right?
man.
For starters,
Just take him out. He could beat the crap out of Durant. I hate Durant so much, man.
I don't hate him.
I hate
But
him more and more every day.
The fact that he spreads his wings more, like I understand the kind of person he is now. You know, before I used to think he was a stand-up dude, but he is a diva.
He
He is the truest sense of the word diva.
I'm not gonna swear here, but he's something, man.
Oh, you're not.
Between I mean, we've already had our Kevin Durant hate episode, but like between I mean, just a little recap: jumping ship to go get a ring, doing the fake Twitter account, and all that stuff. Like
I hate
this guy's
I hate when people hate on someone for changing teams to win championships.
Because he couldn't do it on his own or with the team that he had.
So
isn't that kind of irony that he's
what?
Isn't that kind of irony that he's actually has beef with Clint Capella and he's saying that Clint Capella, like, he doesn't have to answer for it, the superstars of the team have to answer. Meanwhile, this guy jumped ship to join a super team.
Well, I don't know if that's
kinda
ironic, but like
I feel like that's a bit of a reach. I think Kevin Durant meant it as like if you're trash talking
No,
about basketball.
I'm not
like,
saying it was like done on purpose. I'm just saying it's like this is kind of funny there a little bit.
Yeah, I think
a little bit funny.
Durant's saying like, hey, if you're talking trash about winning basketball games, you're not the guy that's going to win the games. Chris Paul and James Harden have to go and win the games. You're just a supporting cast member.
No, but he's an integral part of their defense.
That's how
he's the only defense they have, really.
I get it, but you know.
I wasn't even believe he said that. It's a team game.
That's like Jaja Pachulia talking trash to the Golden State Warriors, basically.
No, I think Capella's a bit better than Zaza.
Yeah, way better than Jaja, but same concept.
They don't lose when he's in the lineup. When the three of them are in the lineup, they don't lose.
Who?
The Rockets. When it's Clint Capella, Chris Paul, and Harden.
Yeah, but Chris Paul and Harden
don't
are
lose.
also undefeated too. So you can just throw anyone else in that lineup after.
No, no. They're not undefeated. No, when
it's like Tom Brady and Nick Foles have 5
Super Bowls.
I think there hasn't been a long stretch where they're all been healthy at the same time.
Yeah.
So the time that they are healthy, they're undefeated or something
Yeah,
like that.
but you know what? That's a tough team to beat.
Oh, they're probably.
I watched
Rockets.
them beat Golden State, and first of all, they shoot so many threes,
Mike D'Antoni, baby,
and they hit a lot of them.
I think they are the Golden State Warriors' biggest challenge.
Yeah.
No, you don't really talk about Eric Gordon. He's
Monster.
Yeah,
monster.
Great.
He's a good player for that.
Well,
team.
when Chris Paul decides he's not playing because he doesn't feel good, Eric Gordon starts, and they still win. It's not like you missing a lot.
So that was funny. I just found out.
Now I'm going to cheer for Houston to beat Golden State.
As you should. I'm cheering for it too. I'm cheering for it too. You know, the longer it's gone on, I respect it. I respect Kevin Durant for doing what he wants to do. I'm never going to say players shouldn't do this or you're a traitor to your team, city, blah blah blah. Forget all that bull. Forget all that stuff. But the longer it's going on, the more and more I hate Kevin Durant. It's almost like you cheated to win. That's how I just feel inside me.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
He's just such a diva. When he was in OKC, he kept quiet, he did his thing, he helped the community. This guy went to Golden State and started speaking his mind.
Good for you.
Making stuff more it's just.
Hey,
I like him.
You were allowed to say what you want to say.
He turned into a villain.
Yeah. You're allowed to say what you want to say, and that's fine. But I'm also allowed not to listen.
Like you, exactly.
I don't have to listen.
I also have to like. Yeah,
I can also say you're a punk.
Yeah,
you can say that too.
But you know what? I think when everyone hates you, you just embrace. That's what LeBron did.
He's like a heel.
LeBron couldn't do it. They tried.
LeBron did it.
No, LeBron was a heel for.
He was, but
he went to Miami.
Remember when they tried when they got those black uniforms and stuff like that?
Exactly. Yeah, they went for it. They went for it.
He doesn't like. LeBron doesn't not like being liked.
Yeah.
He loves to be liked.
Does it not like being
liked?
Unliked.
Unliked. Sorry, I missed that part. I confused myself when I said it.
You're right. They totally went for it. And after they won, the first year when they lost, they embraced it. The second year when they won the championship,
they tried. Because that's when they came with the black uniforms.
Yeah.
And they, remember when they introduced the team, it was like all blacked out and stuff like that?
Yeah. But then they switched and they had the all white uniforms after.
Because they like being liked.
I mean, let's not get into these racial undertones.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some there.
There's something about that.
I don't want to turn into. Yeah, there are some there, but yeah. Blake Griffin got traded.
Yeah,
I didn't see this one coming.
I heard about it on Twitter. Like what?
They treated him dirty. This is my thing. This is my thing about organizations and players. It's as a player, it's not your job to build a team.
No.
It's not your job to take pay cuts. Oh, take a pay cut so I can afford it. That's not my job.
But they're doing it more now than they ever have before.
Yeah. Well, in the NBA especially because they're just making
there's so much money.
They're making so much money.
There's a point where you don't care about making the most money as possible. And when your contract's $40 million, you've crossed the line.
And I dropped off $4 million off my contract. They're making so much money so they can cut it and do what they want to do. But that besides the point. Players, get what you can. Get what you can. And also organizations, this is the same thing. I don't fault the Clippers for doing it. Hey, they signed him to have a contract. It makes them way easier to move, which they did because now that team goes, hey, we're going to have him for 5 years,
and it's a discount.
was just kind of dirty how they
It is
they raised up his
surreal.
jersey saying you're going to be a Clipper for life. You signed him, and they held him up as like, yeah, you're our future.
By the way,
Traded.
see you later.
By the way, see you later.
Now, if you look at the Detroit Pistons, does this team get back into the playoffs?
The Detroit Pistons are building the best mediocre team they can ever.
The team that won the championship for them?
There will be the best mediocre team out there. They will probably get fifth place, fourth place, and that's it. They're not going to do anything.
They have money in the offseason to add a piece.
Who's going to go there?
I don't know, but
Tell
you
me
can
who
add.
you're gonna
You could add a piece.
Take Kyle
Who?
Lowry.
I don't know.
There's nobody. You don't even believe it. They're not going to add anybody.
Paul George.
What? What's wrong with Reggie Jackson?
I hate him.
I hate him. And who else they got?
He's not
Smith?
playing. Yeah,
Smith,
Smith
yeah.
starts right now. But you got Drummond, you got Griffin, you got shooters. That's why they got rid of all the guys they unloaded. Because the Clippers won the trade, to be honest with you guys. The Clippers got back.
Avery Bradley, Tobias Harris.
Yeah, that's it. And someone else, but
and
that
by
first
First rounder.
Maverick, a 2018 first round pick,
Protect him.
2019 second round pick.
Yeah.
I'm asking. I'm going to ask a serious question. Like the one question you guys aren't even thinking about it.
Okay.
How long before Avery Bradley starts dating a Kardashian?
Which ones are left?
Well, I'm guessing Kendall's going to drop Blake.
Isn't she
now.
pregnant?
No, that's Kylie.
Kylie.
Wait, Blake Griffin's dating one?
Apparently, Blake Griffin's dating Kendall
Kendall.
Jenner.
Oh, that's
Oh.
one.
Yeah. So obviously she's going to dump him now
Yeah, that's it.
because
Why?
she's not going to Detroit.
Detroit.
Why the hell would she go to Detroit?
They're not moving there. It's
Not going
ridiculous.
there. So
It's ridiculous.
Avery Bradley.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with?
Tristan Thompson's dying to go to LA right now. Dying. He doesn't care which one they trade him to. He's asking every day, please, just not even playing good anymore. Just send me to the Clippers, please.
That must be a shock to your system, though. Coming from like you're living in California your entire career, and then all of a sudden you're in Detroit.
If I was Blake Griffin, I wouldn't leave. I'll take all that money and just have a
He's gonna
hotel.
play.
What's
He's
wrong
Or
with
condo.
Detroit? I
It's
don't
cold.
understand. So what?
Compared to LA,
It's winter.
come on, man. You're comparing Detroit to LA. That would be a shock to my system.
I say all the time, if
You
I was
play
ever a professional
indoors.
athlete, I would decide my free agency by where is it warm?
Why?
Because I live there.
It's not baseball. It's not football.
I forget. No, after the game's over, Wells.
Wait,
When the
you sit on
TV
a
goes
balcony?
off, Wells.
That's
I don't
true.
understand.
That's true. If I was a professional athlete, I'm going
understand.
straight to Houston or Florida.
I'm
That's
calling
it.
them
I'm
first.
not-
I'm telling my agent I'm playing in one of 4 cities.
Come on, you're a professional athlete, Wells. You want to go play in a cold city? You still have you
Care?
Why do you think Stamkos stayed in Tampa?
Because it's warm.
What?
Come on, no, come on. You
Seriously.
have to get. Baseball is different because you're playing summer. It's in summertime. You can pick wherever.
But
you
there's
want.
also April, May,
Yeah, that's different.
September,
But-
October.
But most of the time, it's warm. You have to live in these cities.
you play indoors.
But you still have to live
you
there.
go from a bus or a car.
You still have to live there. You still have to go outside and get your groceries. You still have to go
Oh God,
outside.
are you guys kidding me?
No,
This is so petty.
I'm not
Yes.
It's your life.
It's your life.
Why do you live here?
Because I have no choice.
Sure you do.
I don't have the money. I can't go to California. I can't afford it.
That's so petty, man.
Yes.
I don't know about petty.
I don't know about petty. I want to live there.
Yeah, if you have money, you can go and go wherever you want. Why would you choose?
Why would I want to go play Minnesota?
Why?
Why?
For what reason? For
You
why?
want to win, man. Get the fan base on your back.
he's-
Never pay for a beer. again.
He'll be a great. If he was an athlete, who else? He'd be
You-
a great. You'd be a perfect athlete. Perfect athlete.
Right? You just stay where you got drafted. Milwaukee.
I got drafted. I'm gonna stay here for life. I'm gonna stay in Milwaukee forever.
Milwaukee Brewers
What's
forever.
wrong with that, man? Isaiah Thomas did it. For the Pistons?
Oh, sorry.
That was pre-choice.
no. He had a choice. They were free agencies then.
Yeah, but
Free agencies happened in the 70s.
who left?
Yeah, but
But nobody left. Yeah. But he had a choice. He did have a choice.
Yeah,
He did have a choice.
If you're
But he
Ryan
just- he just
Getzlaff
chose
and they're like, we'll trade you to the Leafs.
I thought you were talking about Isaiah Thomas from the Celtics. That's right.
If you're Corey
That's why I
Perry,
stopped and looked at you.
you're Corey Perry just hanging out in California. You're like, yeah, we got to trade for you to go to Washington.
What if I was a professional athlete? I'm going someplace warm, man. I don't care.
I don't get it.
That's just the way it is.
I'm going to suck it out for the couple of years the place that drafted me and then the first plane out of there.
I don't get it.
Hey, that's everybody else has the same thinking. That's why Houston Rockets always have a good team.
So then why did Eli Manning not go to San Diego?
Because he's stupid.
I don't know why he's going to He's probably making honestly, he's probably making more money in New York off the field. That's probably why. Finally in the NBA, we got James Harden in a win over the Magic. Rockets 114, Magic 107. Harden dropped 60 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. Somewhere Will Chamberlain's looking down and saying, "Oh, that's cute." That's a nice line. That's cute.
James Harden will be undisputed MVP this year. He should have probably got it last year.
Yeah, he probably should have got it.
He's playing great basketball. What is he? The best point guard in the league or the best shooting guard in the league? Pick whichever one.
Best backcourt player. Guard. Let's say guard.
Best combo guard.
Whatever.
He's
like
probably
this league is now positionless, so I don't even know why you're saying best power forward, best center. Blah,
I think
blah.
he's the best combo guard in the history of the league.
In the history of the league?
Yeah, easily, by far. No questions asked. By
Johnson?
combo, I mean point guard, shooting guard, not
Better
offense, defense. Yeah. Magic wasn't the combo guard.
Magic couldn't really shoot, right?
Magic had the ball.
Well, they didn't.
No one shot
require to
back
shoot.
then,
They weren't
technically.
required to shoot back then. Better than Oscar Robinson?
Yeah.
Better than Jerry West?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I just he can put up 50.
I think he might get there. I wouldn't say that.
He's not going to be better than he is right now.
Well, if he continues to do this for like, you know me, I always need like a long stretch, like 5 years. If he continues to do, which I don't see why he won't. But if he continues to do it for 5 years, then
you'll consider it.
Then I'll put it in the conversation. But
I think you get to be as good as you were that year. So 2017, 2018.
how old is he right now? 27?
Yeah.
28?
No, he's only 29 now.
29?
Yeah.
So he gets what? 2-3 years of this?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hold on, let me try something. Hey Google,
He's 28.
how old is James Harden?
28.
Oh, everyone's talking. All right, keep going.
Something went wrong.
Ah.
Try again in a few seconds.
All right, keep
Do you
going.
want to explain what this happens, man?
I have a Google Home, and I wanted to have it here so I can ask his stats. And
But Wells looked it up way faster than This is
Okay, here's a little trivia for you guys.
Shoot. Love trivia.
2009 NBA draft.
2009. Yes.
We just talked about two of the guys in the draft. One went first, one went third. Who went second?
Who went first? Sorry. Say who went first.
2009 draft. We just talked about him.
who went first and third? Come on.
Blake Griffin went first.
Oh, sorry, Blake Griffin.
James Harden went third.
Steph Curry went sixth, I think.
Seventh. DeMar DeRozan went ninth.
That's a pretty good
Tariq
stat.
Evans is 4. Ricky Rubio was 5. Who was second?
You're saying 4 Hall of Famers in that draft.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. Wow, who went second in that draft?
He's not in the NBA anymore.
All right, well, then, like, come on.
Who went second?
He went to Connecticut.
And then what?
Like Connecticut is the university he was at. He was drafted out of.
Yeah, went to Connecticut. I'm not good for college, so what team drafted? What team drafted?
Memphis.
Khalid Al-Amin?
Is that a wrestler?
He went to Memphis?
The shooting guard?
No.
Oh no, who was a shooting guard?
Think big.
I don't know. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Hashim Thabit.
Okay.
Oh,
He's not in the league anymore?
No.
I like
He plays
that
in
guy.
Japan.
Oh, okay.
oh, jeez.
He found more money. He's big in Japan.
That's crazy. though. James Harden was taken after him.
Yeah, they don't draft the best.
Hey, at the time, Oklahoma was drafting very well. They actually can draft.
Oklahoma was the
well,
best drafting team
probably ever. Probably ever.
They could have been the Golden State Warriors. They could have had a dynasty, but they're too
Well,
cheap.
they were close to that 76ers team that had like 3 MVPs, like
Yeah.
in the 70s there.
They did have 3 MVPs after this year.
Well, maybe after this year, yeah, but not at the same time. They had them. They actually had MVPs. At
Oh,
the same
okay.
time. Moving on. Let's talk some WWE.
Yes.
Woo!
I'm gonna pass over the reins to Smythe.
After all this time.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
This is so fantastic. All right.
Go on. Okay, so me and you were sitting down and we were watching the. I'm gonna call you out on something though. I want to call you out on something.
Oh,
so
no.
last week we were talking about the All-Star game, right, Wills? And then Smythe goes on to say,
Which All-Star game?
the NHL All-Star game. And Smythe continues to go on and saying, I love the NHL All-Star game. It's probably the one I watched the most. So we're sitting there watching the prelims for the Royal Rumble. And I turned to him, I was like, the NHL All-Star game's on. He goes,
I'll be honest, man. Like
I'm not watching that.
one of the big 4 WWE pay-per-views are on. It's hard for me to get me to turn that off.
Exactly.
Man, I love the NHL.
So Gary Bettman's at NHL. He put this on the NHL All-Star game during the Pro Bowl, in between, the week off of the
he doesn't have a choice.
Super Bowl. Gee, he could have pushed it back. And a Royal Rumble's going on, and he put it there. I didn't hear a single person talk about the stupid All-Star game. Because Gary Bettman, I don't know why he just hit it.
That is an actual poor decision.
He actually
He
decided
should have had it on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
or push it back a couple weeks after the Super Bowl.
Nah. Just have it on the Saturday night.
Gary Bettman's NHL for you guys. Gary Bettman's NHL.
Well, enough about that.
I don't think he owns a calendar. But anyway, on to WWE.
So how long do I actually have here?
As long as you want, bud.
Yeah, don't go crazy. Don't
rush us.
I don't want a whole podcast on this, but All
right.
Okay, start with the Royal Rumble.
We'll spend time with the XFL, but WWE, no. Ain't got time for that.
You know what? We'll do some quicks. I have some quick fires.
Start with the Royal Rumble because the Royal Rumble just passed. So start with that.
Let me start with the Royal Rumble. First of all, it's over. How'd you feel about the Royal Rumble? First of all, did you think that
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, well, he
What's
didn't.
he gonna talk to me?
Yeah, he didn't watch it.
You
So
said you guys were watching it.
the
No,
previews,
I
he left. How'd you feel about it? The men's first because
It's okay. I'm just glad Roman Reigns didn't win. But
Who won?
we all knew Nakamura was
Shinsuke
gonna
Nakamura won, and it was like we all knew it, so they can put together a dream match. I liked how it ended. I liked how he threw out Reigns and Cena to win the Royal Rumble, which was nice. It was nice he went over the two top superstars, and they teased like one of the big names would win it, and then he came through and pulled it out. Some surprises: Rey Mysterio, number 1.
Yeah.
Adam Cole was cool.
How long
number 3.
how long has Rey Mysterio been wrestling? How long has he been back?
20. He just came back last night. He came to the Royal Rumble. He just
Is
came
that
back.
what it is? Is he going to be like a main fixture?
think so.
On
I don't know. I think he
Maybe
was
it's been a one-time.
might have been a one-off, but he was awesome.
Looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it was.
really
Well, he's been wrestling the whole time, right? From
Yeah.
Lucha Underground and something else.
Killed
So,
the dude.
yeah, that's right. He murdered a dude with the 619, which was crazy.
Oh
No. He threw him into the roast, and he screwed up his neck.
Yeah, I remember that.
He didn't kick him in the head.
He kicked him after, anyways, though, right?
It was already because of the ropes that he's.
Yeah, but he still kicked him.
He did.
He go. Yeah, and then NXT champion, I forget his name. I want to say Ariana Grande. That's not it.
Andrade Cien Almos.
Yeah, it's a horrible name. He came in. He had a good run too in the Rumble, which was cute. It was nice.
Cute.
It was
Adam
cute,
Cole, baby.
right? I think he's going to be a star. But it wasn't anything special. Nothing exciting.
It was okay.
Crazy. Like it was just a match, and it looked like for what it was perfect that it was in the middle of the card.
Sure.
As sad as that was.
It was better than the women's one, though.
Well, let's go to the women's side. How'd you feel the women's Rumble? Some chicks look bad. Some chicks look good. Talk to me about Trish Stratus.
She looks good.
Right?
She looks like she could still.
She can still go.
Yeah. I mean, she's pushing 40, and she looks.
I think she's 40.
She looks better.
But she's in absolute awesome shape. Tori Wilson too, amazing shape.
Yeah, she sucked though. Like some of the girls suck.
Yeah, they're cool. They can't wrestle anymore. That's all. They just and they never could. Tori Wilson was never good at wrestling.
You see that picture of all the divas there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge. It's on the Instagram there. So she's Trish Stratus is 42.
Yeah. Wow. Fine. She looked awesome.
She looks amazing.
Yeah. She was lights out. Anything stuck out to you there? Like Asuka won, she's supposed to win, obviously.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah.
Now you brought up something to me very interesting, which I didn't think would work, but you brought up putting on a show or making a show for just strictly the women.
Yes.
Not a very long show, maybe an hour or so, but do you think that would work well?
Why?
Yeah, I didn't really see it because
I don't agree with that.
Well, WWE has a lot of space they got to fill because they got their own network, right? So they got a lot of time to fill, and they do have that Total Diva show. Is that on WWE Network too?
It's on E.
It's on E.
It is on E, but did they put it on WWE?
They
Network?
probably
No,
did.
no,
They don't?
they can't. It's like
Yeah,
E
okay.
has
Oh,
rights to
it's
it.
signed to E. Okay.
Okay, so they got a lot of time to fill. Now, a show completely dedicated to women?
No one would watch it.
No, don't think so. Even if it was like an hour-long show.
It's like, what are you gonna do? Everyone watches Raw. Everyone watches SmackDown. That's what your storylines are. Mm-hmm. How can you continue the storylines if no one's gonna watch? Maybe no. It's
You have 205 Live because run the same
who watches
concept.
that?
No one really.
No one watches that.
But if you run the same concept, pull a woman there. I think it makes perfect sense. To be honest, you have over 30 women that are signed to the roster.
When are you gonna?
Now, if you continue the previous storylines, because and you guys gotta educate me on this. So if you continue is Raw and SmackDown completely different storylines?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're different shows.
Yeah.
They're totally different shows. So
like,
if you took the same storylines and maybe extended them into that women's show that you're talking about, do you think that would work well?
The women have a half hour to 45 minutes anyways. If you shorten the women's time on the actual Raw and SmackDown shows and give them
I don't think you
an
have
hour
to shorten
on
it,
their
but
own
maybe
platform.
just extending it a little bit, putting it into that show.
You
Like
have-
it's not like you're excluding the men, but it's more women matches there too.
You have,
Like, I don't know if that would,
you have about 8 women on both shows. Okay,
Yes.
so that's 16. Plus you have NXT's women. Plus you have women that just did the Mae Young Classic that aren't active yet. Bring them all over.
NXT.
Put them all in one show, and you can have a solid hour show, and then you bleed a shot or two on Raw and SmackDown like they do with 205 Live. I think it's fully doable. Viewership, again, I don't know.
If you're gonna do it, you can't put like the big guns on that show. Like,
The
you can't have
big guns-
Charlotte come out.
I think they also do Raw and SmackDown, but Charlotte holds the title.
Yeah,
Alexa Bliss holds the title. I think it worked.
I think they're fine on their own show, man. Like Asuka and Sasha Banks have the match of the week on Raw on Monday. Like they can hold their own on the big show, and I think because they've come so far now, that the fact that they can carry main events now and do all these,
it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. How
It's more of like not respect, but it's more of like we don't need our own show to do this, right? We don't need our own show to boost our division. They're on Raw.
But you can
they're a staple of Raw.
But what if you can make
Staples
another show? Like NXT has a huge following too. They can have another huge following. You have 4 great shows instead of 3, which
I just don't know if anyone's gonna watch it.
Yeah, well, you never
not
know.
yet.
You don't know till you do it, right?
What would you call it?
Diva, I don't know.
What did you just say?
Shut up. Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
Whatever.
First, she looks very corny, right?
She's always been awkward.
She looks
She
unbelievable.
better not talk.
She looks unbelievably
She better have
corny in
Paul
that
Heyman.
ring. I'm not sure if you can market her at all, to be honest.
just to be able to talk.
You don't need to market her. She's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She's a household name.
How long?
She is a huge name, which I think this is smart. I wish she started this maybe
5 years ago.
5 years ago, 2 years ago.
After her first loss.
Like when she was doing, maybe doing it at the same time as UFC. Maybe probably
Should have
do it,
came
but-
as soon as Brock Lesnar came back. Brock should came back with her.
Yeah, but can she talk?
No.
And that's the key, though. I think that's the key.
No,
Like
but
she has a
Brock
potential.
Lesnar can't talk, and they just give Paul
Brock
Heyman.
Lesnar is
the mic.
different, though.
I think you put Paul Heyman behind her as well.
That's what I think they're gonna do. They should.
100%.
Now, she came to the ring and pointed at the WrestleMania thing, and she screwed that up. Imagine giving her a promo.
Well, it's a new thing too, right? Like it's
Rowdy
new for-
Ronda Rousey.
That's stupid.
She wore
that
Roddy
was her
Piper's
nickname before.
jacket.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's dumb. Come up with a new name.
That was her name before.
I know. Come up with a new
I
name.
understand,
That's dumb.
but-
I understand it, but come up with a name.
Her theme song is awful. I understand it's a
And all
That was her
these
theme song when she came out. In
I
UFC.
know. I
And all these things
understand
can be
it.
changed, Smythe. All these
Yeah.
things. We talked about evolution of athletes. Sometimes,
Yes,
stuff like
but
that.
I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work. That's the first thing I thought when I saw her, and I was like, well, that's probably a little bit alarming, right?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I guess so. Where does that leave WrestleMania now, though?
It's gonna be big. It's gonna be one of the biggest ever.
Now that you know most of the matches,
Kind of, eh? Well, I mean, we know what's gonna be the SmackDown Championship.
yeah.
Okay, the Raw one, they're doing this Elimination Chamber thing, which Roman Reigns will win, and he'll face Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
We know that. I don't know, what else would there be?
The Miz and defend. They're thinking of the Miz defending against Braun Strowman. They're thinking,
Really?
Yeah.
Braun Strowman doesn't deserve the
Also, so Miz can go over and look even better because Miz is going to go main event next year. Because if Reigns beats Lesnar, then Miz,
will lose his title because
challenges.
he wants to take care of his kid for a bit.
Think so? So then gets rid of his kid and then comes back to fight Roman Reigns in the main
maybe
event.
maybe next WrestleMania.
So
And
Strowman's
Miz
in
has
it.
the Intercontinental
Yeah.
Championship right now.
Now the other talk going around is that Braun Strowman is going to team with Ronda Rousey to fight Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania.
Why Braun Strowman? Should be The Rock and Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, but the Rock, it's too, you can't pay for the Rock. I just can't afford. Him.
Probably too expensive now.
Can't afford him
Yo,
anymore.
do you know how much Brock Lesnar makes a year?
No idea.
And he's part-time? If you had to guess, just guess a number.
It was like $3 million.
$12 million.
Oh, wow. I was going to guess $5 million.
$12 million.
And he's part-time.
And he's part-time.
He makes over $1 million a fight, but every time he's on TV, he's
What
going through
is
tables.
what is somebody like CM Punk? Not CM Punk. John Cena making?
$8 million.
Wow.
That's not.
There's
He's
a lot of
part time
money in
too,
this
which
stuff,
makes it
man.
even funnier.
Yeah, the highest full-timer is Roman Reigns, I believe, like
Yeah.
3.5 million.
What's
All the
the-
guys in the Shield are like the highest, like
Highest paid guys.
What's the average? On that?
I don't know.
No idea. Okay.
I just saw the top 10.
He doesn't care what the logo is.
No, I just saw the top 10.
And that was
That's
it.
crazy. I didn't know. I knew there was money in that. I didn't know it was that much money.
Well, Lesnar is the draw, right? He's been the draw the whole year. But like, if
his contract is up after WrestleMania,
Lesnar's on TV and he's going through tables, getting hit with chairs.
Oh, it's like he earns it when he fights.
Yeah.
Because I knew.
So you watched the fight, the Kane.
Yeah.
Strowman. Did you see when they actually like went at each other?
Yeah.
So Strowman kneed Lesnar in the face, and like Lesnar was like, "What the." And like got up and actually gave him like 2 shots to the face. And I think it was kind of like, "Don't do that. Like, don't hit me that hard." I was like, "Wow, those are some big boys."
That's some real shots. But I like what the Universal title is like. Small guys can't get in there. If
Finn Balor, no chance, bud.
Well, Finn Balor fought John Cena this Monday for a chance to the Elimination Chamber, and John Cena just tossed him on his head.
Wait, sorry. What did you say? Universal title?
That's the Raw title.
Oh, okay.
Wait, the WWE Championship is...
Sorry, Brock Lesnar has the Universal title.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
But it's a big boy belt. Like, that's the heavyweight championship belt.
It was a heavyweight championship
Nobody under 250's even challenged for it this year.
It hasn't been since Seth Rollins.
Yeah. They can't even get in the ring for the belt.
Last champions were Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens,
Goldberg. So you got to be at least 250 to even to have the belt, to have a shot at it.
Well, it was the heavyweight belt before. And
Yeah, but it was heavyweight, but Shawn Michaels had it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous.
Shawn Michaels can't even get in the ring for that.
But back
belt.
then they only had the one belt too, right?
Well, no, that's still Intercontinental Championship. It's just those guys.
No, I mean like
have
as
the
a top
reins.
belt because right now you got the Universal Championship and you got the
Intercontinental Championship.
WWE Championship belt. Remember before when WWE?
Oh, it was only one belt.
What was the other league they merged with? What was that league they merged with? WCW. Then they brought over the 2 championship belts.
Yeah.
Remember, they always had 2 championship belts. One was the heavyweight, and one was the
World
WWE championship.
Yeah. But
so, like the Universal Championship was
Rey Mysterio
heavyweight
champ.
Yeah.
A lot of small guys had it. But
remember, yes, and that was a big thing because they actually made a big deal about that.
Yeah,
like,
and since that Universal title came out, Finn Balor dropped it, and no one.
Well, he was the first ever.
All the big guys are gonna be carrying that belt.
Well, Seth Rollins isn't that big.
Well,
he was the next guy to get it.
No, Universal title.
Yeah, it was Seth
and he
Rollins.
lost. No, that was WWE Championship.
No, Universal title. The first was Finn Balor.
Yeah. And he lost in the tournament. Kevin Owens won the Fatal 4-Way.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And then ever since then,
That's right.
Owens to Goldberg to Lesnar. Okay, I'm gonna just run through some quick stuff and we can be at WWE. Strowman over Roman Reigns. Last year, Strowman and Roman Reigns were in brawls over and over again, and Strowman ended up turning into the face, turning into a superstar just by fighting and beating up Roman Reigns. What's the ceiling for him?
He's got to win the title eventually.
He's
starting to get like entertaining.
Yeah,
like that whole bit when he was like. When he got fired and he was running through the back and then like the guy had the cake in his hand and he looked at him and just grabbed the cake and ate it and just ran out. Like that was funny, man. I don't know, like I know that Vince McMahon loves like big dudes and like big strong dudes, but like he's actually like entertaining. And then like I don't know if you've watched like the mixed tag.
Yeah, Sim and Alexa Bliss are fun.
Yeah, like the finishing move they did with that was cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Did you see the part where Bliss was like, "We're gonna go all the way"?
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yes, all the way." That was pretty funny. Roman Reigns over The Undertaker. Roman Reigns beats the dead man, and now him and Brock Lesnar only times beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. They'll go on to fight each other to be the head supreme super guy, I guess, at this year's WrestleMania. I mean, wrong decision or right decision?
For who? For what?
For Reigns to beat The Undertaker.
Whatever. Like,
because based on this year,
if you're leaving, you might as well lose.
Yeah, it seems like they're in love with Roman Reigns.
Well, John Cena's had to fight him this year. Right?
Roman Reigns?
Undertaker?
Yeah. Undertaker.
Oh, yeah, apparently. Now, I thought he was done.
I know. But the better story would be, what if John Cena wins the Elimination Chamber and then John Cena goes to redemption at WrestleMania against Lesnar that destroyed him when he first returned? I think that's a better story than Roman Reigns.
But it's
you can put the belt on Reigns next year.
No, it's all about Reigns and Lesnar.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need Cena to have a belt again.
Okay. Arguably the best angle last year was the Festival of Friendship with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho returned at the 25th anniversary just to stand in the back and not really do anything, but it was just epic.
Well, it was like him and Elias.
Yes. Now that clash would be, I think, feud of 2018 if that were to happen.
The scarf battle?
How good is Chris Jericho?
He's awesome. He's the best.
Like him putting over Kevin Owens, that put Owens on the next level. Because we seem to forget, Kevin Owens was NXT champion, then he was
U.S. champion.
U.S. champion first, or Intercontinental champion?
Came in and he beat John Cena?
No, he won the Intercontinental
Oh,
championship.
he won the U.S. Remember he beat Cena in the Open Challenge?
No, he did. Yeah, but he didn't win the title.
Oh.
Right. So he won the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, then the Universal Championship on Raw, then he was U.S. Champion on SmackDown. He's one belt away.
He's won the SmackDown title and he's won the Universal title.
He's been WWE Champion? No.
Yeah, he was. Didn't he?
No. That's the one belt that's eluded him. If he wins this belt, he would have done it in 2 years. He would have won every singles championship.
Sorry, who did you say?
Kevin Owens.
Kevin. All right, go on. No, I'm look it up.
Do you think he's like a moonshot wrestler? Remember, he headbutted and splashed Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He had the steel cage fight with Shane McMahon.
Yeah. Oh man, he's a big fight guy. Like he's one of their stars. He really is. I think him and Sami Zayn are going to fight at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's their dream was to main event WrestleMania together.
They're going to.
For the
I don't
title.
think they're going to main event, but they're going to fight at WrestleMania. They'll probably open it up.
If you make that for the title and Styles and Nakamura just for nothing.
No, it's
More prestige just for the title.
Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the title.
For the championship.
It's already set up.
All right. The downfall of Bray Wyatt. First of all, Bray Wyatt is the greatest repackage in the history of repackages. Do you guys remember Husky Harris?
Yeah, Husky Harris.
Same guy. Same guy. Do you guys think that Bray Wyatt is finished?
No, he's not finished. They can always come back. The Miz came back, right? Miz was terrible.
That little gimmick seems over though.
What's that? Bray Wyatt?
Yeah,
it's annoying.
Yeah.
So do you think he's done with that? Like he has to move away from that to move back to the top? Do you think his main event run is over and it's like a side attraction? Or Papa Shango?
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's just like... Because he's a good wrestler, it's just like they don't know what to do with them. Right? They don't know what to do with him right now. He's not up there. He's not over anymore. He's got a cool entrance. That's it.
That makes sense.
You can only have him fight so many weird people, right?
Sorry, going back. Owens won Universal, Intercontinental, and US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 3D title. Escaped him. All right. Finn Balor, Bobby Roode.
What about them?
Have they reached their ceiling?
No. Finn Balor's going to be a champion one day.
What kind of champion?
Probably Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode's the U.S. champion right now. I don't know why. I don't feel like he's going to earn it.
Do you think Bobby Roode's going to turn heel?
He should be.
Because he's much better as a bad guy?
Yeah, his character is that. Like a cocky, narcissistic dude.
Mm-hmm.
He should be.
Those are always better bad guys.
He should be that type of guy. I don't know why he was a face to even come in.
And what do you
I think that whole... No, this is me. You tell me what you think, Wells. That whole robe and stuff like that, it's too close to Ric Flair.
It's too Flair?
He's too close to Rick Rude, is what I think.
And that's it. It's like a Rick Rude in a Flair robe.
He's a combo of both of them. But
you gotta come up with your own. I think fans are smart in that. It's cool for a little bit, but fans are smart in that. It's like this is a carbon copy.
Well, they turned him face as soon as they brought him to SmackDown, and that could have been the reason why.
Yeah,
but
he was always a bad guy in NXT.
I do think that heel. There's a space always for a badass, cocky heel in wrestling. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite heels of all time, JBL. I don't know. I thought he was the best thing of all time. All right. Asuka, we talked about. The Shield, they suck. Jinder Mahal. He wrestled the most matches in 2017. Mm-hmm. In my art, I think he was Wrestler of the Year 2017.
Well, that was a big thing for you, eh? Well, it's like you guys were always talking about it in the Horseplay podcast.
Well, I think because it's very rare you see someone go from being a literal jobber, which he was a year ago, and then once he was the second last guy in that Andre the Memorial thing or whatever, and then he won the title for SmackDown. He had it for 4 or 5 months. You know, I just like that sort of story. Like, imagine tomorrow they start a Heath Slater run as champion, right? That's How hard would that be to make him champion?
That is a gamble.
So the fact that they made it work with Jinder is good for him. He's a good heel. He's a good classic heel. Like, I don't know. I like him.
He had a chance to be like JBL, but he wasn't creative enough in his wins, I don't think. You got to think of ways to cheat to win. You can't just have the same thing happen over and over again.
The twin brothers. And one of those brothers is out right now.
Yeah,
for
I know. He comes out by himself.
Yeah.
They took some hard bumps. Those guys.
Is he a good, when I say wrestler, I mean the whole package. Like
no.
Talk and all
he's
that
a bit
stuff.
stiff.
He's not.
He's gotten way much better though over this year.
Yeah, well, he's fought in so many huge matches. Yeah. You can't help to get better. Like he worked 3 matches with Randy Orton. 2 of them are forgettable.
Doesn't always. Is he a good wrestler at least, like the actual physical wrestler, or is he?
No, he doesn't do anything special. But it's just he has good physique. He gets some of the moves done, but he's not. It's hard for him to tell a story. Like AJ Styles couldn't make him look good. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I find like guys like AJ Styles, what was the other guys? Rob Van Dam. Those guys were always good wrestlers. I didn't really like when they talked all that much. But
Yeah.
they're good
Styles
wrestlers.
pretty good on the mic.
I hate
good
AJ
on the mic
Styles
now?
on the mic. He's brutal.
I couldn't stand him before. I don't
He's
know if he's good now.
brutal on the microphone.
But it's
He's
like you have to be able to have to talk. You have to be able to talk.
No, Brock Lesnar doesn't.
Brock Lesnar's different.
no,
Brock
he
Lesnar's-
has a gimmick.
Yeah, he's a gimmick.
His
Same
gimmick.
with like it's like an Undertaker type thing.
Yeah.
Undertaker, he was worse when he talked.
He was pretty bad. God. Enzo Amore released from the company.
Yeah, you want to talk about people who talk?
Rape allegations.
Allegations.
They
Yeah.
got him.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, they
Well,
got him.
no,
Wow.
he didn't get fired because of allegations. He got fired because he didn't tell them that he was being checked on. Like,
Oh, so this was
he
like
knew
outside
for,
the company.
he knew for 3 months
Yeah.
that there were allegations against him. He didn't tell the company.
Oh,
didn't
so
say
this is
that.
outside
And
the company.
when it came out,
Yeah.
yeah, some girl or whatever, some crazy girl, like he could be innocent, but because he didn't tell them for 3 months, they canned him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would too.
Well, that's fair.
That's fair. Be open about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. That was right.
Especially in like a public company where it's like, you know, social media and all that kind of stuff like that.
Yep.
So yeah, I would,
Because it makes the WWE look bad.
yeah. Like
You
when
know
you
what I
hide, like what are you hiding? WWE is like we didn't know. We
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
No one told us anything about this. SmackDown's tag division, arguably one of the best I've seen in a long time.
Usos are awesome.
Right? Usos, New
It's had
Day.
forever, eh?
Yeah. American Alpha 2,
Yeah.
Bludgeon Brothers,
Bludgeon
Priest
Brothers.
Angle, Rusev Day, and what's the other? What's the last one?
Oh,
The
who?
guys that
Ascension?
hang out with Breeze. Yeah, Ascension.
Oh man, Rusev Day is really getting big.
Yeah, they're very exciting.
How does that compare to the Raw champions? The Raw tag team
I
champions.
don't
The
really
Raw
care.
tag
I don't care
division
for
is a
Cesaro.
bit of a mess.
Yeah, like their champions are just like two singles wrestlers together.
Do they actually have tag teams in the Raw division? Like, or they just have two single guys just put together?
They basically are throwing guys together to make a tag division, and
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
only really 2 teams right now, right? Unless you count what are those classic guys?
Oh, Gallows and Anderson.
No, they're there too. So that's 3
Oh,
teams.
the Revival?
The Revival, 4 teams, basically. But it's a mess.
Well, like look at who's had the title. It's been like an
Jason
interchange.
Jordan.
And Seth Rollins were 2 solo wrestlers.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins were solo wrestlers.
Yeah, but the Bar, they're a tag team now. We
Yeah,
can't
now
call them
they
single
are.
wrestlers anymore. We gotta
But
call
like
them.
they were a same thing.
And
were
they're
2
great
singles
singles wrestlers. But you gotta, well, it is what it is now. Now we call them the Bar. That's it. One NXT guys. Anyone coming up? Ember Moon's got to be
Yeah.
going
Ember
soon.
Man. Yeah, I will see how long she lasts. Adam Cole's got to go up soon.
Adam Cole, Aleister Black.
Aleister Black has got to go up soon. He was the wrestler of the year.
Yeah.
And
What about
not just like WWE,
Period.
WCW.
Wrestler of the
He was
year.
wrestler of the year.
What about the champion there?
Andres,
No,
Johnny
no,
Gargano's
no.
got to go up.
The guy before. What's his
Cien
name?
Almos?
No, the chosen one. What's his name?
Andres.
The champion.
The champion.
No, the champion
Champion's the
before.
Mexican dude.
Yeah, the guy beat.
Oh, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Maybe, yeah.
He's got to come up. You remember he was in WWE before.
Yeah.
They
Three-man
fired him.
band.
He was the man. I liked him. He reminded me of Triple H.
He got ripped though now. Like he's huge.
Yeah, now he's
Same like Jinder Mahal. Him.
Yeah.
And now you got Heath Slater who's like I thought if Drew McIntyre was healthy, I thought they would have done a reunion, a 3-man band reunion at Royal Rumble. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been amazing, actually. But McIntyre's out injured, right?
Yeah.
He's going to debut in the main roster for sure.
He might. What do you haven't talked about Samoa Joe?
He's hurt.
I know, but like
Yeah, it's one of my favorite guys. I don't like his gimmick, but it's just he tries so hard.
yeah.
He just tries so hard to be over.
It's
I liked
funny.
him. I liked him a lot in what was that other league they had?
NXT.
TNA. I liked him in TNA.
I didn't like the fact that he always won in TNA.
Well, it was basically TNA was basically like when the main event Mafia came in. That was basically NWO.
Kurt Angle.
That was basically NWO, and Samoa Joe was playing that Diamond Dallas Page character where
Yeah.
he was the only one
could
against
stand up to them.
the main
Yeah.
event Mafia.
And
So-
I think that's how you're supposed to do it. It always works. You have one guy that says...
It's very short lived.
I think it lasts for
It ruined
a couple
WCW.
months.
It ruined WCW.
No, because that hero, that antagonist hero, didn't win.
Because they didn't have anybody. It ruined WCW.
They
that whole
beat,
NWO.
They
thing.
beat Goldberg. That's
That was the only person they had.
yeah, I know. They beat
Goldberg and
Goldberg's
Diamond Dallas
brutal.
Page.
'Cause
It
they just-
ruined it.
Yeah, and everyone wanted to join them. It was
Yeah.
like they had
Like they
10
ran that
guys.
for like 5 years. Imagine that, 5 years. They didn't have anybody.
They didn't have really good wrestlers, man.
Yeah.
No, because they didn't develop anybody. Because it was just about NWO. That's
Well,
how
just-
it ruined WCW.
And Ted Turner was just like paying everyone.
Yeah.
Paying everyone. I don't care if you can wrestle or not. Let's get
You want to
Carl
come?
over here.
Sure, get that money.
Carl Malone, you want to join NWO? Sure. All right, go. Should we have wrestlers against them? No.
That's not how that works. Let's make another NWO.
Let's make NWO against NWO.
And then they had the Latino World.
Yeah. That was great.
It was the greatest and worst thing ever.
I'm happy I was alive to watch something like
the
that.
Greatest
like
and
an actual car crash happened in slow motion.
You're gonna tell your kids about this.
Yeah,
like,
basically.
NWO was the greatest group, and they ruined it entirely.
Here's every episode. You should probably see this from the beginning. All right, that's our wrestling review for this week.
Do me a favor, guys. Do me a favor, kids. Tweet at me. Tweet at the group. Instagram. Let us know. Do you like the wrestling part of it? Because I think I should. I feel I should expand this. Expand this to give these guys more time.
We should only do wrestling. Is what you're trying to say?
Well, not only wrestling,
or our own wrestling podcast.
Well, let me know if you guys like this. Let me know if you guys like this.
Should give them that flexibility.
Let's move on to the NFL. Hey. What you guys been all been waiting for?
Oh, favorite.
Let me touch on one thing real quick though. Alex Smith to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Good or bad? Good or bad? Well, excuse me.
Before we even talk about him being a Redskin, I think
R words.
Yeah, R word. Thank you. I think this is
bleep that out, Mike.
This deal has a lot of a ripple effect for the rest of the league.
Yes.
Then it's like Alex Smith going to the R words. Okay, whatever. But this affects so many different things. And you know who I think is the biggest winner here? Mm-hmm. The Cleveland Browns.
Wow, let's start at the beginning of that.
Okay, you know why I say that?
No, I don't know. Go.
You know why I say that? They have the most money to spend. They have like $100 million under cap space. I'm here. What's up?
No, I wasn't. Sorry. Anyway, continue. $100 million in cap space.
Over $100 million in cap space. Okay? So they can throw whatever they want at Kirk Cousins, who is now a free agent, a prize free agent. They have the first overall pick and they have the fourth overall pick. So that first overall pick, you now don't have to get a quarterback, which is what they always want to do. So now if you get Kirk Cousins, you have the first overall pick. You take the star running back out of Penn State, Saquon Barkley. So now you have Kirk Cousins, Saquon Barkley. You have Josh Gordon, who maybe will get it together, figure it out. I think Cleveland Browns are the biggest winner out of this. All because Kirk Cousins is, he was going to be franchise tag or a free agent, but
I don't think Kirk Cousins goes there.
Why? If they give him $33 million a year, you think he says no?
No, he doesn't say no.
Because
that's all you need to do.
You can win in Denver next year.
You can win in Cleveland next year.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You can win in Denver next year, and we know.
Wait. Do you think it's smart for them to pay him $33 million, the Browns?
No, I don't think they have a choice.
Because you don't
this is their chance. This is their window.
This is a quarterback, but you need so much more help that it's not going to matter.
See, that was my thing. I think if they're going to blow their brains out on a quarterback, that's the stupidest thing they're going to do. Acquire talent through the draft, get talent.
They cannot draft quarterbacks for the life of them.
Don't draft a quarterback. Get talent. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, how do we know Kaiser's not that guy?
Did you watch any games last year? Did you watch any games last year?
I think you draft talent around, and if you need to get a quarterback after that,
what was Dallas? The whole time they had Tony Romo, and they were just. I'm talking about Dallas Cowboys. The whole time they had Tony Romo. What were they doing? They were drafting O-linemen.
Yep.
O-linemen. And then when they got a good O-line, all of a sudden now you see, Dak Prescott's all of a sudden good because they have a good O-line.
Yeah.
Acquire talent. You don't have to get a quarterback. Everyone's blowing their brains out trying to get a quarterback. You don't have to get a quarterback.
Okay, you now have a full season of Josh Gordon coming out. Okay? He's an elite wide receiver.
He
was an elite wide receiver with no quarterback before.
But he was an elite wide receiver, high as a kite every day. Well, you have to see what's going to happen.
He played at the end of last year and he looked good.
He did look good.
He
is a good
with
player.
Deshaun Kaiser.
Now you throw a guy. Yes, you win that. He's an elite receiver.
Okay.
Now you throw an elite quarterback like Kirk Cousins, who's in the top 10.
Yeah, how's their defense?
Did you say he's top 10?
I'd say he's top 10.
All right. I say you're wrong, but that's fine.
Yeah.
There's an argument. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not your point. Anyway, go on.
The defense is okay. The defense isn't amazing.
Who, the Browns?
Yeah.
All right.
They're all right. That's not why they lost last year.
That's fine. They're all right.
And then you get this kid out of Penn State, Saquon Barkley, who's unreal. And then you have your offense, right? You have a good O-line already. That's the only thing they had going for him before. And then Joe Thomas got hurt. I'm just saying I think they're the biggest winners out of this if they sign Kirk Cousins, which they should. But somehow the Cleveland Browns will screw this up.
I think Kirk Cousins goes to Denver.
But it's cold in Denver.
Or he goes to Arizona.
But it's cold there, man. Why did he go? Oh, he's going to go to Arizona because
he goes to Arizona.
It's settled, guys.
And I think there's no other options for him. There's 2 teams that are ready to win next year. Or you can go to Cleveland and take an extra $4 million.
Man, it makes sense for Cleveland. I also think the ripple effect.
I throw in a couple more teams at you?
Yeah.
The Jets?
What about them?
Do you think Cousins will go to the Jets?
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. You're going to rip us on this the whole time.
I hope he signs somewhere and he says, "Oh, it's just warmer here." I hope he goes to Arizona and just goes, "Well, I just like the sun."
No, they picked up the option on Bortles already.
Yeah, they're paying Bortles. Isn't he hurt though?
No.
Well, he's getting surgery, but
Yeah.
he's got 7 months to recover.
The Vikings.
No, they have.
That's
they have
awesome.
Bradford,
No, I'm just saying.
and they have Bridgewater.
Do you think Cousins? Well, you're saying
I
he's
think
top 10 quarterback.
they're all free agents, aren't they? If I'm not mistaken, all of them can leave this year.
How about
all
the Bills?
3 of them.
Well, Keenum's gone.
The Bills are one more.
How about the
Bills
Bills?
could. It's cold.
Bills,
man.
that's one more.
Yeah, that's true.
These are
That's
all
true.
cold teams
Yeah,
right
they're all
now.
cold teams. That's
Winter.
So Arizona would be the only logical place.
Arizona.
Hey,
I was going to say that. Arizona.
If it was me or Nash, we know we're signing.
I think Case Keenum's
How
gone.
much you gonna give me?
Yeah, they have a good defense. They have a good running game.
They have everything you need to win this year is in Arizona and it's in Denver.
And it's Larry
Why would
Larry
you go
Fitzgerald's
somewhere
last
else?
year in Arizona.
Yeah.
So you still have receivers. You still
No,
have
I'm saying that would be fitting.
Oh, that'd be way.
Now, if you're Kirk Cousins, Wells, where are you going?
Cleveland, baby.
You're going to Cleveland.
No,
I'm gonna
now
restart
you're,
that.
Now you're just saying. Now you're just
No,
saying
listen.
Okay.
You could etch your name in legacy,
You can, but it's the Browns.
and that's what I'm saying. That's what everyone's
First
saying.
guy to win 9 games for the Browns.
No. The first guy to take them to a playoff win. Imagine that. Imagine Kirk Cousins stomps into New England, finishes Tom Brady's career, stands on his body. He's like, I am the captain now. Like, just imagine the hero he would be, not just in Cleveland. He would have to
The
pay for a
chance
drink
of that
ever.
winning.
Win
Very
a
something
drink.
done. Very something done. Now,
It is- that's
'cause
worse
they will
than
mess
the
it up.
lottery.
They will mess it up.
They will mess it up.
Now, you're Kirk Cousins, Smythe. Fantasy, where are you going? Jacksonville, Bills.
We already know that
Cardinals.
answer. Where's the warmest?
No.
I'm listening to only 2 teams talk to me. I'm listening to the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. Do you understand? I'm listening to 2 teams that are winning cultures. They need someone to come in to help me win today. I'm not going to a rebuild. I'm not going to a maybe this guy will be good. I'm going to, here's our team. We're trying to make it better, right? Elway, it doesn't have back-to-back losing seasons. Elway is going to fix this team next year. Mm-hmm. It starts with Kirk Cousins. They will figure out the rest. They will make sure he is successful.
I think it makes
That's where I'm
sense. It
going.
makes more sense for him to go somewhere like that or Arizona. I agree. I'm just saying though, if you're Kirk Cousins and you want,
mess it up.
I know what you're saying. I know, but imagine they get it right.
They won't because it's the Browns.
But imagine they get it right.
They won't.
So many
Won't you
things
be
have to
rooting
fall
for them
in
next year?
place.
Won't you root for them next year? If
No,
they
I don't.
No.
I don't care about them. I don't care.
No. Even
They
if they
are the
got Kirk,
worst.
that division is so hard that
I agree.
they're
not
not
that
getting
hard.
out anyways.
It's not that hard. It's only 2 teams.
Thank you.
Well, there's 4 teams in a division,
That's what I'm saying. It's not
and
that
you're
hard.
one of them.
2 of them are great. What do you,
It's
like,
hard when you have to deal with like 4 or 3 teams. It's hard. It's only like
So yeah, I mean, again, who cares that Alex Smith got traded to the R words? It's more exciting about everything else.
I was going to ask you on that side of the fence. Now, is that a good thing for Washington or not?
No, that's the stupid. That doesn't make any sense.
The same thing, right? It's just he's older and cheaper. That's the only thing I see.
He's older,
It's
cheaper.
not a bad move on paper.
He's the same quarterback.
It's
Same
not a
thing.
bad move.
It's the same thing.
I think he's not as good.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a
I
bad
think
move.
they're both the same. They're about the same.
The Redskins are way less talented.
They are worse.
They are a lot less talented.
Okay. And if you give Alex Smith a not talented team, what's the best they do?
Hey, he did. I wouldn't say San Francisco is the most talented team. But
No.
That's why I think it's like a lateral move. They're saving money because now
I'm
they're saving money. That's
I
basically
agree.
it.
It's
Yeah,
like a lateral
but
move.
it's a short-term
It's
fix.
a safe move.
On a lateral, so it's not a winning play.
No,
Like, you're not making this to win a division.
no.
I don't think they'll be terrible.
No, they will be terrible. They'll be.
They won't beat Philly
They'll
next
be
year.
7-9
No.
to 9-7.
Well, who's better next year? Who's better next year? Washington or the Giants? Wells?
Washington.
Washington.
Based on last year.
Ooh, I don't know.
Give the Giants a fresh season.
Yeah, ODB.
I don't think he's.
I think Giants are going to be better than Washington.
I don't know. Giants were terrible this year.
They were
really bad.
And does Eli Manning come back?
Well,
Yeah, he's
they'll probably
100%.
draft a quarterback and one more year of Eli Manning to. So
Transition.
another big winner out of this is Mahomes, the backup quarterback for KC, will probably now be the starter.
Yeah.
And we'll get a good glimpse of him. He's got a cannon for an arm. Losers of this, Case Keenum. He was going to be the big free agent quarterback. Not anymore.
He's still going to find a home, though.
But he won't get paid as well. Well, maybe.
Well, let's say, for example, let's say the Browns don't get Cousins. The Browns...
Not the same.
Yeah. I think Case Keenum will get what he's worth in this market.
He'll probably get like $16 million.
And that's fine for Case Keenum.
Does he want that?
For a guy who was a third-string quarterback going into last year?
Yeah. So I don't think he's a loser because he's going to get what he's worth no matter what.
I thought he would have got more, though.
If he was the number one free agent in the market, they wouldn't pay more
than
that.
Would you pay him $16 million? Would you pay him $16 million?
$16 million is okay for a quarterback. You're not.
No, I'm saying that's okay, but would you pay him $16 million? He was a third-string quarterback before. Would you pay him $16 million?
But he proven he could be a starter. So
on the Vikings.
Yeah. And you pay him low starter money. I don't see a problem with that at all. Okay. It's if you go in the 20s for Case Keenum, you're struggling, right?
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know. I can't think of any team that has to do that. Actually, the Arizona Cardinals might have to do that if they don't get...
They also got the Jets, Bills, all these teams. Like, Bills they're probably guessing they have a good team right now, and they're probably looking for a quarterback. So Bills might pay...
They have a Pro Bowler sitting there and lying away. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine, I guess.
Yeah, so that's that.
No, the Eagles are playing in the Super Bowl. We have to talk about this.
We're getting there,
man. We're getting there. AFC, NFC Championship. Anything stand out to you guys about that?
So long ago.
Remember that time when you guys picked Minnesota to beat the Eagles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close, really.
Remember that time all of us picked the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Hey, man,
we were smart for a half.
We were smart for 3 quarters.
3 quarters.
I was like, oh my goodness, we are geniuses.
We are gonna
just like I was smart last year when I took Atlanta in the Super Bowl. I was like, I am so smart. I am a guru. What am I doing living here? I should be in Vegas, like, capping stuff. And then, yeah.
And
then the Patriots won, and I thought to myself, why am I so stupid?
Yeah.
Why am I so dumb?
Yeah. The Eagles are going to get historically booed in Minnesota.
Hold on, we're not even done with this.
On Sunday.
No, have you seen the videos? So Barstool has a bunch of videos. So they went around asking people, what do you think of the Eagles? And they said, want to try to find someone to say bad words. It's like, no, I wish them luck. Blah, blah. The meanest thing they can find is, I hope you're cold up here. That was the meanest thing someone said. Like, they don't care. They're nice in Minnesota. They don't really care.
Until they get into that stadium.
But nothing about that that week recap. Nothing. Yeah, it was so long ago. Like, I really don't even remember. So, Super Bowl 52. So I thought I'd start off with some fun things right
trivia?
now before we get into not trivia, but they have some prop bets.
I got something for you guys too.
Do you? Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Dog masks?
I don't know. I got... At work, we're doing one of these pick'ems. So I wanted us to do a pick'em to compete with the guys at our work in the next week. Yeah, it's like the national anthem, all that stuff.
Prop bets.
Yeah, prop bets.
Which I'm doing right now.
Okay. do you want to do mine, though?
Which was on the lineup. Do you want to do the prop bets?
Yeah, we'll just do mine.
Okay. We'll scratch out my prop bets.
I'm going to compare with people at my work, and I hope we beat them all.
Okay.
And they watch the show, so...
Yeah, because these are... I'm guessing you guys got them at the same website. So we'll forego my prop bets, and we'll go to your prop bets.
Okay.
Which will probably be the same thing.
Well, why don't you go over these, and then stuff that he missed, you can...
No, I don't want to go too long.
There's a chance I won't miss anything.
Yeah, don't go... How many prop bets you got? Don't go too long.
It's about 16, but we'll just start at the beginning.
Okay, go real quick, yeah.
We'll do majority rules. Winner?
No. Skip that.
Well, okay, you know what? We'll
do ours last. Skip that part.
Okay. National anthem, over under?
2 minutes.
Over
under 2 minutes.
Over 2 minutes?
You gotta say a time. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Over. And it's pink.
Yeah. It's pink. Under. The average is 1:48.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's gonna be under.
I have under 2. Over, Wells?
I always pick over.
Over.
It went over last year.
Of the 2 starting quarterbacks who will be shown first, featured on TV during the singing between the O and Brave of the national anthem, Tom Brady, Nick Foles, or neither during the national anthem?
Tom Brady.
Heads or tails, coin flip?
Heads, baby.
You always go tails.
What?
Yep.
No, you don't.
Yep, you always go tails. Tails wins most of the time.
Wow. That's... The second commercial after the kickoff will feature drinks, food, tech, financial, or other.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go... Sorry, was it beer on there?
Drinks.
Drinks.
Drinks?
Other. Movie. I
Other.
think it's gonna be a movie.
Movie?
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 big movie
Yeah.
trailers. There's Skyscraper and there's the
We're gonna
Avengers.
count Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones has a commercial, so we'll count Game of Thrones
Okay.
under movie, under other.
Yeah.
I'm going with food though.
Sorry, is this the first commercial break?
The second
Commercial
shown after the kickoff.
after.
Okay.
So commercial 1, then commercial
Okay,
2.
gotcha.
All right. First team to score.
New England.
Eagles. Just be contrary.
Oh shit. All right. Will a touchdown play be scored longer than 50 yards?
No.
No.
That includes like punt returns, kick returns.
You guys messed up. I got a yes there. Total points in the first quarter, over under 13.5.
Under.
I agree. Under.
I'm calling a shootout. Team to commit the first turnover.
New England.
Eagles.
Length of first penalty, under over 5.5 yards.
Man, you're putting out some really
Under.
trivial ones. Really trivial
Under.
ones.
Under?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Under.
I will have it as a holding penalty, which is 10 yards. First song Justin Timberlake sings at halftime. Sexy Back, Can't Stop the Feeling, Rock Your Body, Suit and Tie, Like I Love You, or Other.
Can't stop the feeling.
Can't Stop the Feeling.
It's like a feel good, happy song.
Yeah,
to get
say it
everyone
again.
going.
Say it again.
Sexy Back,
Yep.
Can't Stop the Feeling, Rock Your Body, Suit and Tie, Like I Love You, or Other.
Rock your body.
Rock your, I wanna rock your body. I don't think he does Sexy Back, to be
Oh, yeah, I
honest.
don't think he'll do that, yeah.
But I think he will come out to Suit and Tie.
With Jay-Z.
It's too stuffy. It's too stuffy for that crowd.
Too stuffy?
too
Gotta do light and happy, man. I'm telling you.
And he walks out with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go other then. Screw you guys. First score in the first quarter, touchdown, field goal, or other?
Field goal.
We all picked that. First play of the fourth quarter, run, pass, or other?
Run.
First play?
First play of the fourth quarter.
Oh, the fourth quarter.
I'm going with pass.
Pass.
Will either team score in the final minute of regulation? Yes or no?
No.
Final minute?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not doing that again this year.
The color of the Gatorade poured on the winning head coach. Yellow, green, red, clear, or other, or not shown on TV?
Clear.
Now, last year there was none.
Yeah, there. See?
And the year that Belichick did win, the last time he won, it was blue. Clear.
Wow. So you said none and then other. They're both under one thing and you pick.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah. So you said the last 2 years.
They didn't
There was
show
none,
any of
which
this-
No. Last year they didn't show it.
Right, which is
The year
none.
you get- Which is none.
The year before you said
But
it was
in the
blue.
year that
Which
oh
one was
sorry.
other?
Oh yeah, sorry. The last time. Sorry.
Yeah.
The time before
and
that.
then you,
Excuse me.
And then you just pick clear.
The time before that was blue.
Yeah.
I'm just giving him stats.
So
I'm just
and
giving
then
him
you went
stats.
clear.
What? I thought that was like your thesis.
Yeah,
You're backing
you were
it up.
like
sorry.
clear. All right.
Sorry, but the year before that. So I didn't realize I said that. So so I'm going clear. I'm going
All
clear.
right, you're going clear.
I'm just giving you stats.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going. Is Gatorade a sponsor?
Yeah, it kind of is because it's shown everywhere. So
Then I'm going yellow green.
that's up to the team, you know that, right?
Yeah, I thought about it. Player to score the first touchdown: Rob Gronkowski, Deion Lewis, Alshon Jeffrey, Jay Ajayi.
Who cares?
Anybody else in the field?
Anybody else?
No, we'll go other.
Other. I'm going Gronk.
You really didn't bet these.
You're going-
You're just giving us
going-
all these prop bets.
You're
You're
going
other. You're just giving all these prop bets.
Will it be a safety, overtime, missed field goal, or a missed extra point?
Yes.
Sure.
One of those is bound to happen.
Will any of the quarters be scoreless?
No.
Yes.
What game are you watching? Boring.
Total points scored by both teams, over, under, 47.5.
Under.
What's your predicted score, Wells?
No, don't say that. Under.
And then, will the Super Bowl MVP be a quarterback?
Yes, it's always a quarterback.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because it was Von Miller,
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler.
Last year was
If Patriots win, it will be.
wasn't it James White last year? Or,
Was
I
it?
don't know.
The running back? No, it's
No,
probably
was it Tom Brady?
It's probably Tom Brady.
It was Tom Brady.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Patriots win is Tom Brady.
I'm
saying
going.
yes.
I'm
I'm
going
just
for.
gonna say yes.
I'm going for Nick Foles.
That's it?
Tiebreaker is pick the total of points to be scored in the game.
What?
Total points scored in the game.
Okay, we'll skip those for now.
Whoa.
We'll skip those for now. Hang on. You can come back to it.
Okay.
All right. So so those are the prop bets. A lot of fun. I know every time Wells hosts a Super Bowl party, we play. Do we play squares at your parties?
No, I do the.
But you do the prop bets. Where do we play squares? Anyway, I guess it was
go to any bar.
Yeah. We've played
maybe
squares
when
before.
you were at Hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
No,
When we went to that bar, we played squares.
Yeah.
A lot of fun games everyone could play around just to spice up a Super Bowl. I suggest you print out some prop bets so we can play your Super Bowl party.
I'm gonna print this same sheet out.
Yeah, print it up, give it to everybody, but you got to condense it. Print it up, throw in money, $5 per thing, so we can win some money. It's good fun. Good fun. I'm just saying, it's good fun. It's good fun. All right, so the big game. First. Should I do this? Yeah. So first, I'm gonna try this every episode, where I'm just gonna give you guys a hot take. It's a super hot take, so you guys can.
Sizzle.
Super hot take. So you guys can debate it seriously or just joke about it. Right. So, if the Patriots win this Super Bowl, Tom Brady will surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest athlete.
No.
On the planet.
What?
No.
Because he'll have...
Michael Jordan's the greatest athlete already?
Yeah.
Dude, Roger Federer, by argument, is the greatest athlete.
Tiger Woods, I'd say Tiger Woods is more.
I think Roger Federer. Roger Federer won the Australian Open again. He won again.
So you're going to take this serious?
Huh?
So Michael Jordan has 6 championships.
Good for him.
So will Tom
How much
Brady.
does Robert Horry have?
Tom Brady will have...
How many does Robert Horry have?
7?
Yeah, so why are we talking about Robert Horry being the greatest of all time?
Hey,
Tom Brady will have as many rings as the Steelers organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when it comes to NFL, he's the GOAT.
And he will also have many...
that's not a debate, though. That's not a debate. That has nothing to do with my super hot take.
Good call.
This has to do with my super hot. He's the greatest of all time in football.
Roger Federer, then Serena Williams, and then we can start talking about it.
So Tom Brady will not pass Michael Jordan to your guys.
No.
But it's not Michael Jordan.
I pulled this super hot take from actual shows.
Oh, wow.
They seriously debate these things.
Yeah, Stephen A.
Stephen A.
It was on, I think it was Skip Bayless, actually.
No. Yeah, he wouldn't surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest athlete of all time.
No, yeah,
hard
no.
Michael Jordan is not the greatest athlete of all time.
All right, so that was my super hot take for the day. I'll try to do that. Like,
is that your only one?
I only have one. I'm only going to do one.
Man, I thought there was like 7.
No, they're dumb. All right. They're dumb things. I'll try to do it once every episode. Just give you a super hot take on something.
We had to cut down the props for that.
All right, so during this whole playoffs, obviously you guys know we're doing some picks. So for the whole playoffs, Smythe is 4 for 10. For the whole playoffs,
that is depressing.
Wells is 5 for 10 of 10 for the playoffs, and I am also 4 for 10.
We
last week you caught up pretty well.
Oh,
So
no, well you guys got both wrong. I guess.
Yeah, we both got wrong, and then you caught up.
So I picked first.
Yeah. So do you want to pick first?
I have to, or else you guys would just. You guys pick, and I could just pick the same thing as you, and I wouldn't lose.
That is also true.
So we pick whatever you're not picking. So who do you pick?
So
Patriots.
Nice.
Ooh, Patriots. So you're gonna go with the Patriots? Why? Just because you don't want to be as stupid as you were last week?
I'm trying to mess up a good thing.
Stupid as I've always been. But you know what? I've been stupid for taking the teams who play the Eagles the last 2 weeks. So I don't know, man. I really don't care. Like, this is the least interesting Super Bowl.
It is. Like the result after the Super Bowl, you're just like, eh.
This is I would have liked
yes.
this. I would have liked Minnesota.
Yes.
No offense, Smythe. I would have liked Minnesota to have been there.
Why?
Because I think they could have beat the Patriots.
Did you see what happened in Minnesota?
Now I'm only going to say this.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And it would have been home, first time ever that a home team would.
That would have been cute.
Now I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this because the only reason you're saying this, Smythe, because you're excited about it because they're your team.
Which you should, by all means.
They're your team.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll sell the game when I make it.
I've heard people, ESPN, Sportsnet, all these things. They've been saying that this is the least excited they've ever been for a Super Bowl in a long time.
Why? Tom Brady's
reason.
there. They should
freaking
love it.
Especially ESPN. I don't know why they didn't all just whip their picks out.
ESPN's covering the game.
I don't know. But you know they love to talk about these things, right? So you're picking the Patriots, Wells.
Yeah.
Basically just
landslide.
Just basically because they're the Patriots. You don't think the Eagles have a chance or whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing. Smythe, who do you got?
What?
I'm taking the Eagles.
Okay.
I'm taking the Eagles potentially plus 10.
What? Plus
Yeah.
10?
Wow.
What do you mean the spread's 4.5?
I know. I'm saying they'll win by maybe
So then
10.
minus 10. I can.
Yeah.
If you want to put money on that, I can.
I know you.
Speaking of spreads, did you hear about the guy who dropped $12 million and moved the line from 6 to 4?
I don't think that's possible.
He did. That's exactly what he did. Just because he dropped $12 million.
Talking about Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
now, what people are saying in Vegas is now because a lot of the professional bettors are betting on Philly right now to move the line so they can take it, put it back on the Patriots.
Back on Patriots after.
They're trying to move the line.
That doesn't make sense. Then you're just cucking yourself.
Yeah. Here's what I think. Okay. I think that this game is a tale of you have what's already known, which is Tom Brady and the Patriots, against what's new, which is Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. But the track record, first, Philadelphia at home was scary this year, the whole season. Mm-hmm. So Minnesota coming to Philadelphia and beating them was a long shot in the beginning, and it showed up.
It was a -3. It wasn't that much of a
shot. But I'm saying the -3, everyone should have taken that. Eagles kill everybody at home.
Did you say you're taking the Eagles? I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're taking the Eagles. Okay. All right.
Anyway,
I didn't actually. I want to make sure.
After that, a lot of people talked about the fall off between Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. And while there is a fall off in terms of actually what they can do, in terms of productivity as a quarterback, it's not that bad.
Foles was a stud in that game.
Foles has been good. The one game he didn't play well was a throwaway week 17. Every other week, he's been stellar for this team. Okay, and when he was the quarterback of this team before, he did a great job. Right. He's a capable quarterback. And the New England defense is nothing to write home about. The Philadelphia defense is. Tom Brady's regressed over the last month of play. He had a great fourth quarter against Jacksonville. Before that, right. So he's on the way down in terms of just skill. It's going to be hard for him. This defense is going to come after him. I talk to you guys all the time about pressure up the middle, stopping. I don't care who you are. It did it to Case Keenum last week. They're going to do it to Tom Brady this week. Right?
Especially when you put pressure on Tom Brady, he tap dances like.
What do you want him to do? He's 40. What do you want from the guy?
He's not really mobile either, right?
No, right. So, he's gonna throw it to his running backs, try to get out of the jam, and the Eagles don't care for that. I think the Eagles are the right team to beat them. Now, it's the Super Bowl. It's Tom Brady. They have Ron Gronkowski. All those are a factor that are going to help.
Is he going to be healthy?
Gronk is in concussion protocol. He's fine.
No, I clear. Like
it's a concussion though. It's not his arm. It's not his legs. Right. It's just worst happens, he gets hit again, and he has to go out again. But if you have him on your team, that's a mismatch that everyone has to look at. He needs two defenders over the top support, whatever, and these other guys are open. That's how this team works. Yeah. So that's always a factor in the Super Bowl. But the Eagles are poised, paced, have the right pieces to win this football game. It's just one game. They have a solid running game. They control the D-line. They'll control their offensive line. I don't see an issue for Philadelphia, and I see a lot of issues for Tom Brady.
You see a blowout, close game? What do you see?
I said plus 10.
Plus 10.
No, it'd be minus 10.
Minus 10, whatever.
Minus 10. Yeah, okay.
That's
and
bold.
You're going on the opposite side, saying that's going to be a blowout.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think like 24-7.
24-7? Is that a blowout in football?
Let's say a blowout. Just
it'll be like 17-7 and going into the fourth quarter, and then
need to score
they'll throw a pick. And then
you mean that extra point won't mean anything? It's like, okay, we already beat them already.
Well, it's just like
I think the Eagles' defense will score a touchdown too.
Off who? They're not going to pick Tom Brady.
Of course, they'll pick Tom Brady.
All
right.
Tom Brady doesn't throw picks.
What?
Tom Brady.
I mean, he does, but like, how many times does he throw pick six?
How many times do you throw? Yeah. That's another thing. How many times does he throw?
He never throws a pick six, but I think they're going to score on. Like Garrett Blunt, revenge game. I've been
juggling this thing.
There's so much going on.
I get it.
This is a revenge game for the Eagles from that Super Bowl in 10 years ago.
No. The Garrett Blunt last year was the Patriots running back.
Yeah, he used to play
and had a stellar season, and they were like, "Meh, we don't need this."
Wasn't Long on the Patriots last year?
No,
he wasn't.
Maybe the Bears.
I want to say the Bears, but it could be, I don't remember. I don't know.
Yeah, anyway,
who are you taking?
I've been juggling with this. I do believe that the Eagles are the best, most balanced team.
No. Oh, between the two?
Yeah, between the two.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Not the whole thing. Because
I think in the whole league, but that's just
no. You were saying Minnesota before.
Yeah, I was saying Minnesota before, but I do believe the Eagles are the most balanced team right now. Defense, running game, quarterback's decent, but the Patriots are the Patriots. The Patriots are the Patriots, and you got to agree with that. The Patriots are the Patriots.
I said it is Tom Brady, and there is Rob Gronkowski.
Usually, most of the time, when you give Belichick 2 weeks, doesn't screw up. Does not screw up.
No, he knows what to do.
Yeah, he knows what to do. So with that being said, I'm taking the Patriots.
Whoa! How about the dissension within the ranks of the Patriots organization?
That's nothing. I thought about that too. I actually did think about that. I was like, if they lose, people are going to point to that and say that's real. Oh, the dissension is real because they lost. That's the first thing.
Isn't that extra added pressure for Brady and Belichick?
I don't think. I was listening to a podcast. I can't remember what it was, and it says that dissension it's been there for a long time. It's just clashes of egos. It's Kraft, Belichick, and Brady. Clash of egos. This thing has been there for a long time. He's surprised that people are just bringing it up now. Maybe it's just because it's Super Bowl.
Well, if they traded Jimmy G, that's where it all started. Yeah. Well, how about this? How about the pressure finally gets to Tom Brady and being the greatest quarterback that's ever played this football
finally,
game.
After 20 years, it finally got to him.
If Tom Brady wins this football game, there is not even a question ever again.
I don't think there is a question.
He can ride out into the sunset as a champion, just like Peyton Manning did.
I don't think there is a question. Do you think he's I don't like saying greatest football player because there's so many different positions, but the most accomplished football player. Like, there's no question about that, right? He's at the top of the mountain.
I think he's the GOAT now. But if he loses this, does he risk that?
He's still the GOAT.
All right.
No, maybe I should have gave you the hot take. Man. Maybe I should have gave you the super hot take. I'm picking the Patriots. Wells, you got the Patriots.
So only I can win this.
No,
I can tie.
You can only tie.
Damn it.
This is basically on Wells. Wells needs to win or everyone stay tied.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Except for you
you would finish last.
But you don't care about that.
I don't really care about that. It's either I tie or I finish last. Who cares?
Well, you wouldn't tie. You'd finish second.
You finish second.
If I win... Oh, yeah, I can't tie. Because you would win. Yeah.
If you took the Eagles with me...
Because of my pick, I'm completely out of this now.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts to me. It's between...
No one.
No one. No one, because you guys would tie. Oh, this is so anticlimactic.
It's a win or
I can win by 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Or win by 1. Sorry, win by 1.
You can dominate.
Win by 1 and dominate. So that's it. That's it.
All right.
Smythe, you want to jump up on that poll?
Yeah, I only got one poll this week.
All right.
Just sad. I should have made more. Oh, is there any dispute that Tom Brady is the GOAT?
Boo.
If so, reply and you can compare. 83% Tom Brady's just the GOAT.
Okay.
After that Jacksonville win.
Yeah. That's what it is. It is what it is. That's our show. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
I liked it.
I like to come back.
All right, guys.
Smythe, tell them where you can find us.
Super Bowl will be tweeting and Instagramming away, doing all the big plays. You guys should give us a shout and chit chat with us, and we'll go over and analyze how the Eagles crushed them. Also, our good friends on Tumblr will be around late night to hang out.
Is that what they do at Tumblr late night?
Well, let them know where they can find the Horseplay podcast.
And you recorded the episode too, right?
Yeah. Thanks, man. Hey, you take it away. Yeah, Horseplay Podcast. You can find us on iTunes. Just search for Horseplay Podcast. Look for the blue logo. You can find us on Instagram, Horseplay_podcast. And now we are on Twitter.
Ooh.
At Horseplay Pod.
Ooh.
That's it, all one word. We just flew up a new episode tonight, episode 36. So we'll be back again next week with another episode.
Hey guys, you can find all these things. SNLB Shooting It, Horseplay Podcast, this podcast, the Putback Podcast. You can find all these things at the Park Daily. Please go to the Park Daily. Go to parkdaily.com.
It's the
you can actually listen. You can actually listen to all these podcasts all in one place. Go there. It helps us out a lot. So that's it.
That's it.
Enjoy your Super Bowl, guys. Bye.
Nash Wells and Smythe host the Team Podcast. We love sports just like you.